We're live.
What?
We're live. Oh my god. Audio got
What?
real loud.
What?
Is that hi,
What?
Mike?
What? Yeah, I hear you. We're good.
Hey,
No, we're
yeah.
fine.
How you
Yeah.
doing, man?
I'm good.
Who the
I
fuck
was
are
just
you?
telling. Who am I?
Yeah.
Oh, like you want me to introduce myself,
Yeah.
like to people who might not know who I am?
Yeah, I mean it's like episode like 60 or something of reading Homestuck, but here's Mike because he's a good dude.
Well, it's like mostly people that I do. I see people here who might not know who I am.
You might as
Allow me
well,
to.
because worst case scenario, then people who already know who you are learn who you are again.
All right, yeah. If in case they forgot, which happens.
Yeah.
Let me inflict this on you. My name
Okay.
is Jabroni Mike. I'm also a streamer, much like the good Reverend. I also have a YouTube channel where, believe it or not, I just hit 10K views. Views. That makes no sense. No, that does make sense, but that's not what happened. It was 10K
That's
subs
yay.
is what happened, which means you know what it means.
Yes.
You know the whole story with that. What?
I heard someone explain it to me that you have to go to a batting cage now.
Yeah, and
Is
hit
that
some
real?
softballs.
Yeah.
Apparently, like 3 years ago, for some reason, I don't remember why. I barely remember saying it, but I said if my YouTube highlights channel it hits 10K subs,
Mm-hmm.
then I am gonna go to the batting cages,
Right.
make a video of me hitting softballs.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's funny to begin with because like I'm not a very athletic person,
Right.
all right, but it's gonna be extra entertaining because I'm gonna do it with a Bad Dragon Chance the Horse XXL flared dildo. That's what I'm going to be
Why do
using
they
to hit the
bother
the
making
softballs.
any dildos beyond like under XXL if you're Bad Dragon? Like,
Do
do
you think
they?
that? I think they do. Yeah. I
Why
don't
would
see it
you
on them.
bother? What's the point?
It's like you go to Bad Dragon for a certain product, like a certain experience, which
I
is
feel
like
like yeah.
absolute prolapse. Like you go there for that and no other reason. If you want a different experience, you could go to a different manufacturer,
Huh.
right?
Yeah.
And this gets a little bit more exciting, okay? Because I had somebody in my chat who apparently is in touch with the owner of that company personally, directly.
Oh, that's
So,
unfortunate.
right, this is fucked. So we might be able to get like a corporate sponsorship thing going
I
potentially.
don't imagine that you could. What kind of corporate sponsorship is going to be like? Here's a YouTuber hitting balls with a dildo.
Because then they could
I
they could
figured you'd
show
have to
the
do that on the sly, like make sure no one's looking, pull the dildo out of your pants, and then just start swinging.
well, I think again there are some logistical things that need to be worked out, like how am I not going to get arrested, and things
How
like
is that
that. But
illegal?
I guess because it's like a sex toy in public. You can't have a sex toy in public or something.
You can't have sex toys in public?
It feels like you can't. I don't know. I didn't look this up. I should look this up. I should get a lawyer.
You should get a lawyer because, yeah. Hey,
No.
we should do a
Yeah.
stream.
Oh yeah, we were gonna read Homestuck, which
Yeah.
which is the web comic that like our generation missed
Yeah,
completely.
like a lot of like I need to get Ima on at some point because she was super into it. I was gonna
Was
try
she?
and yeah, she was super duper into it back when it was a thing. But when I last talked to her today, she had been streaming for 11 hours. It's like
Mhm.
we'll pencil her in at some point.
She's streaming a lot. Okay.
She's streaming a lot,
Um.
so I figured let's people have been wanting this. I've been wanting to do this. I think it'll be fun. What do you know about Homestuck?
I
Like,
know a couple of things.
okay.
I know it's a web comic that
Mhm.
like I guess the generation like right under us got really into. Like I'm gonna say like people like 4 or 5 years younger than me like grew up with this fucking thing. I've
Okay.
had some of them try to tell me about it. I know that in this comic it's very very long.
Uh-huh.
It would take years to finish it. Right. I know that there exists a army of juggalos, an army of
Mhm.
juggalos that may or may not like be from space that are led by Guy Fieri, goes to war with like Betty Crocker, who owns everything. So Betty Crocker is like the Jeff Bezos or whatever. And I know there's a lot of '90s nostalgia stuff, which is funny because like I mean that stuff I should get. Like I heard, is this right? Mr. Bucket shows up in Homestuck.
No, that
No?
is something that has slowly entered the like, I guess zeitgeist because I introduced it to everyone. Because okay, so the trolls, right? The aliens.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to spend a little bit of time explaining Homestuck to Mike before we can actually read Homestuck.
Oh, so they're pissed off because I said spoilers, but as in my mind, that what I just said was like
you have no idea where
the pretext.
You have no idea where the context
basis.
of any of this is. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If I
thought that was Homestuck. I didn't know. I don't know where you are in the story.
Exactly.
And where,
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're roboting a bit. Just Discord is shitting the bed a little bit. Yeah.
All right. And I mean that's really it. Like that's mostly what I know. I know it's just juggalos are involved. Oh, I also know about Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff.
Yeah, you said you liked Sweet Bro Hella Jeff.
Yeah, and I seen some of those comics like just out of context, and I really unironically enjoyed them. I thought I was like, yeah, that's great. Like really shitty drawn, like bro, quote unquote bro comedy. You know, it's really stupid. I like dumb shit. Like I like really dumb shit. And the Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff comics felt like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's my kind of humor. That right there. But I don't know anything. I know they refer in universe to Homestuck as Homosuck.
I think that's a thing, yeah.
Which is maybe that's more spoilers.
I have no idea. So okay. So Sweet Bro Hella Jeff is made by the guy that everyone in chat keeps making fun of me with, which is Dave. They say that I'm Dave because I go off on rants.
Dave is a character in Homestuck.
Yeah, and he's like a hipster who makes like shitty web comics for his friends to laugh at. It's like he's intentionally making it as shit as possible.
He makes Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff.
Yes, the character in the comic makes the other comic.
Okay, that's cool. All right. So now you have to give me like a very short, brief recap of everything that's happened in the
Okay, so we're at page 4,201.
You've read 4,000 pages of this?
So, okay, some pages are... There's basically like 3 different types of pages you'll run into, right? There's just like an image and like a funny little GIF, and it's nothing, real fast. There are the pester logs, which is just like a conversation between 2 people over like instant messenger, and that is like a fucking novel every time you hit one of those pages. And then there are other pages where there's like full-on flash animations where like you can just sit back and watch. There was this one on Homestuck Day, which is 4/13 for reasons, that was like 15 minutes long. So I didn't have to do shit that stream, aside from trying to like understand that, which was enough of a thing to begin with. So let me show you the chart, because there's 2 charts now. So here's the first one. Completed.
You're gonna put him into OBS, or you're gonna put him?
No, I'm just gonna send it to you on Discord. They've seen it. I'll go and pull it up again, so that way they can look at it while you're looking at it. So part of this is me like trying to understand what's going on, and half of it is me just rambling about shit and doing like random pieces of art while that happens. So let me pull up the things, that way they can see what you're looking at.
So this is the thing that you're showing me as a recap of everything that happened already.
So this is like roughly 4,000 something pages of information condensed down into the way that I take notes.
All right, so I'm gonna start at the top left. It says Freud was a bitch and died like a chump.
Okay, so that has nothing to do with the comic for the most part. There is one character that's like, you know how there's those kids that are like, they pretend that they're psychologists because they read like 3 Wikipedia articles.
Yeah, or they watched like a special on like fucking Discovery Channel or something.
She's
and all
that
of a sudden,
fucking kid.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Let's watch an hour-long fucking like documentary thing, and then all
Yeah.
of a sudden you're a fucking expert, and I have to sit here listening to you fucking theorize about it while you smoke a blunt. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool, fun. Hate it,
Yeah.
hate it. So you got one of those going on.
Yeah, so her name is Rose, and she's like a goth chick and kind of an edgelord.
Okay.
So yeah,
Edgy goth chick.
edgy goth chick. They're all like vaguely teenagers, mostly.
Are they tweens?
I don't know.
Isn't that one of the worst words you've ever heard in your life?
It makes me
Tween.
want to punch people. Yes.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's just such a bad word. What a bad word.
Yeah, it's like I feel like were teenagers always like this, or was it just they're 13? There you go. Except for
All right, so this is
so that's that. So there's essentially like 3 different times we go through more or less the same kind of story up till this point, and we're just now starting the 3rd time we're doing this, where
because it's a time loop.
there's a lot of time fuckery and alternate dimensions and extra bullshit and whatever. So there were the beta kids, which are the ones that everyone actually gives a shit about, as far as I understand. And then there's the trolls, and then there's the alpha kids. I don't know shit about the alpha kids yet.
Are you saying that these are alternate reality versions of the same people?
No, because that would make more sense.
They're completely different characters. They're not just like alternate reality versions.
If you kind of like look at the middle, you see how there's like.
How can half the chat say no and half the chat say yes? They either are or aren't.
Mike, they're right though.
What do you mean? What do you mean they're right?
They're okay. So you see, like in the middle of the comic or the thing that I sent you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna scroll out.
There's...
Okay, I see a really badly drawn lion. I think it is.
Okay, look up and to the left of the lion.
All right.
You see, it looks like there's like a circle with like arrows. Okay, above the circle with arrows, you see how there's like a family tree.
Yes.
Okay, so John, the main character of the first arc, right? His job. So everyone is like, they have a class aspect thing that sort of works like D&D classes, right?
Yeah.
So his job was to make themselves.
Yep.
And so he finds this room, and it's filled with these tubes that have sludge, right? And so by pulling random fucking switches on the thing, he ends up combining the DNA of, like, people that he knows into clones of himself and his parents and his friends' parents.
So there's alternate versions of them, but that doesn't have to do with alternate timelines or alternate dimensions. It has to do with their clones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chat really like that. Yep. You guys gotta go. Yep. Sometimes. Yep. Okay.
So, yeah. So anyway, then those got sent back in time, so that way they could be their. So that way John could have his parents.
So it's like one of those time paradox situations where, like, he created
clone
his own parents.
They're clones, but they're the same people because of paradoxes, says Bright Helix. That sounds right, yeah.
Wow. All right. So listen. Obviously, we're not getting anywhere with this.
No, it's okay.
So
this is fucking always how these work. Yeah, we can consult the chart when it comes up. Maybe. Can I direct you to this bit with Ringo Starr real quick?
Yeah. Okay,
sure.
So let me just zoom out.
It's right below Johnny 5 and Jade saying fuck.
Listen, sex god Mr. Bucket kind of just commanded my attention.
Yeah, so the context for that one is that trolls reproduce by, like, jerking off into a bucket.
That's canon. That's in the story.
Yeah, and then
they jerk off. All right,
and then the swill, like, turns into, like, the stuff that's put into, like, it's sort of like ants, where there's, like, one queen. So they just like all stand around and jerk off into a bucket, and then that's given to the queen, and then that makes more.
The bucket emote.
You like it?
I've never seen that before. It's great.
I added it today.
Oh, so
They're
good.
like, "You want a new one?" What do you guys
want? Oh my
want?
god, yes. Oh, that's so good. Did you have one of those as a kid?
No. Have you listened to the commercial for Mr. Bucket recently?
Dude, of course. Well, not recently, but it's
No,
burned
you need.
into
Hold
my
up.
memory as a
No.
child.
What are the lyrics of Mr. Bucket?
Mr. Bucket, you put the balls in my mouth. Mr.
Yeah,
Bucket,
it
put
is.
the balls in my mouth. Mr. Bucket, and I'm sure it's buckets of fun. It's buckets of fun. Mr. Bucket, put your balls in my mouth. Mr. Bucket, it's buckets of fun. That's
Yeah, there it is.
lyrics.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah, right. By the way, man, weird thing. Did you know anyone who owned one of those?
God, no. I know someone who owns like a Mr. Fun elephant or whatever it is. The one where you like, it's like basically a fan shaped like an elephant that's aimed upwards, and you put butterflies in it, and the butterflies shoot out of the top.
I remember that toy.
I went to a party once, and one kid had that, and it was like, yeah, all right.
Elephant, that's right. Yeah,
Elephant, the elephant.
You unlocked a very old memory. But I'm saying, I didn't know anybody who had a Mr. Bucket. Like, it's one of those things where, like a Chia Pet, like I never seen a Chia Pet in person. Like I never knew anybody who owned a Chia Pet. But
I've seen the boxes in the store, but I've never actually like seen someone own one.
I own one now because Bubba Fair bought me one. Thanks, Bubba Fair. And eventually I will set that up. But so you got Sex God Mr. Bucket, and the reason is he is the sex god of the trolls.
That is something I made up because it just makes sense. Because if you're gonna jerk off into a bucket, Mr. Bucket would be the sex god of them.
That would be the one that you wouldn't just like want to jack. At least it's got like a mouth, like you could have a little bit of fun with it. Maybe
you
could use your imagination a little bit. Like a regular bucket is like, all right, well, let's just get this over with. You know, there's no stimulus there. There isn't.
It's really not fun. So while we're on the topic of romance, if you want to like zoom in on Sex God Mr. Bucket and kind of just like ignore the impreg pixel, just keep going up. You see the quadrants. You see like the really shittily like photoshopped Jesse and James.
It's really hard to ignore the MPreg pixel, but I do see what you're saying. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Mouth, Jesse, James. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So trolls have other relationships aside from just
romantic.
Yeah.
All right.
So and so they use like playing card things to represent what those like things are.
Yeah, why are they Pokemon characters, dude?
Because that is how I was able to like comprehend what these are supposed to be. So
okay.
So the heart is just like standard human romance as far as I understand it, right?
All right.
So that's why it's Ash X Misty in that little quadrant, right?
All right. So then Gary and Ash, that's gay.
Well, yeah, but they kind of like fucking hate each other, but they hate each other in a way that like allows them to get better.
Okay. All right.
And then you've got whatever the fuck is going on with Brock, where it's like they're friends, but they like there's nothing going on there like sexually.
Okay.
And then like Jesse and James are like in the hate fuck relationship with each other. But Meowth acts as their allspice, I've called it. I don't think that's right.
Allspice.
And basically just keeps them from killing each other as like a mediator.
Okay.
So this is how their relationships work.
Okay. So all right. And these are not necessarily romantic relationships.
They're not romantic, excluding the Ash Misty one.
But these are things that these people like enter into.
Right. Yeah.
Like, mutually.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They pretty much have to, because like they're all. How are they all romantic? Wait, how is that new information to me? They consider them to be romantic. Okay, fair enough.
So there's one queen. Everybody jerks off into the bucket, and then they go, knock, knock. Hey, queen, we got your delivery of semen. And then they give her the Mr. Bucket. Just come in my mouth. He's just got, he's just loaded with jizz. Just a fucking sperm fucking
Mhm.
cocktail from all of these thousands of different trolls, and then
Right.
she somehow uses
Well, no, no,
that
no, no.
to
It's
create new
the
trolls.
everyone gets a different bucket that they like. You don't just so the chat is informing me that the left side is not sexual, but the right side is. So the Gary Ash
Oh.
thing is maybe wrong, but
Okay.
it's
All
close.
right.
To,
All right.
but anyway, you could hate someone enough that you would procreate with them.
But I thought they couldn't because there's a queen and that's how they reproduce. By
Well, yeah,
jerking
but
off
they
into a
both
bucket.
they both get together and they're like, I fucking hate you, and then they jerk off into a bucket, and then they bring that to the queen, and the combination of their two jisms in the bucket is what they give to the queen, which makes new troll babies.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. I buy it. I buy it. I could follow that. I could follow that. I'm with you. Okay.
So, uh, what else is important for you to know right now? Okay, so they basically on 413 when I was streaming it, page 4109 according to this, um, everything went to fuck. Like the kids that were originally in the comic and the trolls that were helping them, about a bunch of bad shit happened and everyone screwed up, and they were like, we can hard reset this game we're playing which controls the universe, but if we do that we have to like reset the entire universe and start from scratch, but we can, you know, be involved in what happens. And they are now watching their parents do what they did, but they're going to help them with it, I think.
Yep. So
So,
the entire universe is
Uh-huh.
is a simulation,
no.
right? It's not.
No, just video games are real.
All right. So there's a universe, a regular universe, and then there's a sub universe that's a video game universe.
No.
And if you die in the game, you die in real life.
No, real life is video game.
All right. So then the entire universe is a simulation.
No, because it's like Jumanji. Yeah, that's a good explanation. It's like Jumanji. As soon as you
Okay,
start the game, it's just everything's fucked because you started the game.
You know what?
That's-
I can understand that.
That's
I
actually
saw
a
that
really
movie.
good. Yeah, that's a really good explanation.
All right, yeah, I'll roll with that.
Yeah.
All right, so these kids, 13-year-old kids, they're playing this video game
Uh-huh.
like Jumanji,
Uh-huh.
and it's like everything that they do in the game has like consequences in the universe,
Uh-huh.
such as creating alternate timelines and
Uh-huh.
Different dimensions, and there's the other shit going on. There's aliens, right?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
And then that's it. And so on Homestuck Day, it was a pivotal moment
Uh-huh.
because they had done a thing.
They fucked it up
that-
so bad, and the only way to fix it was to hard reset the game.
Okay, so it's a clean slate.
Clean slate, but by doing that, the big bad that is in like ever present in every universe is now out and about. So they had to do that because there was a guy who basically was like, he went postal on one of the dream planets, which we're not getting into that shit, and started causing problems for fucking everyone. And they're like, we can't beat this guy. There's no way to stop him. We're going to have to like hard reset the game. But by doing that, they let a even worse enemy into like existence.
Okay, so that's where you're at now.
Yes. So we're basically starting sort of the comic over again for the third time, but this time with the alpha kids. The guy got so the guy got mad because he had to wear silly hats. The guy basically went postal. Like he was like a royal court guy, and he got really pissed off that his queen kept making him wear stupid fucking hats, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna just kill everyone now.
Okay.
And that caused immense problems for everyone.
So where the trolls are in this? How are the trolls fitting into this whole thing? How are the trolls and their cum buckets fitting into everything?
So in order, the trolls did their session and they fucked up. They basically like are homicidal as just a basic trait of existence. To the point
they're bad guys. The trolls are bad guys.
No.
It's a gray area.
Yes.
Okay.
They start off by just fucking with the kids and like messing with them and making their lives awful until they get into the game. And then it's revealed that the trolls originally were the people who, as their reward for finishing the game, even though they did it really stupid, they ended up getting the reward of making a universe of their own design. So they made the universe that the original kids were in.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. So, okay. All right. I'll buy that. All right. So trolls, they were somebody who played the game before the main characters did.
Right. But they did it really dumb, and they did it wrong, and they fucked up.
All right.
In fact, out of the number of people that we've seen play this game, 2 out of 3 have fucked it up, and the only reason that the third one hasn't fucked it up yet is because they haven't started playing.
Okay. Now, I feel a little bit bad because there are a bunch of people here who just wanted to read the fucking thing. And now the first half hour...
I want you to understand that I have spent...
You got to explain it to me.
No,
I feel bad
don't.
Like
Trust me. Chat, confirm this. Half of the stream is me reading the comment. Like, would you say that that's accurate?
This is fine.
This is like I spend exceeding amounts of time just listening to Bilbo Baggins at different speed rather than reading it.
Oh, all right. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I do things like that on my Twitch channel too.
Right, like they just
really pisses people off actually.
It does, but see the thing is about Homestucks is they're kind of fucking used to it, I think. Like, you know how everything I just explained over the last 30 minutes made no sense?
They're used to sitting there having things like shoveled into their mouth that are fucking convoluted and mean nothing. So it's like, yeah, I just may as well have just sat here and wasted time.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to it because I'm a Homestuck fan.
Yeah. So
like you cannot waste the time of a person who is a Homestuck fan, is what you're saying, because they fucking love having their time wasted. It's what they signed up for.
More or less, and they're used
to
having to wait exceedingly long amounts of time. So, like, the fucking comic didn't get updated for, like, months to, like, half a year at one point, I want to say. And somehow the community stayed around.
Because they like being edged.
Yeah, and the guy who makes it likes to fuck with them.
He just edges them. Like, he plays into it.
Yeah.
Right. He does this thing where he just stretches out, like, fucking...
It was multiple years. There were 3 years between no content.
Like, he will stretch out just things that should have been dead ends and things like that, and just like stretches out. No,
somehow he makes it make sense later. It just doesn't make sense for exceedingly long periods of time.
And you're sitting there and you're like, well, I don't know what's going on.
And that's what's so annoying about this is that you have to fucking read bullshit for like hours, right? And and then at some point you're like, holy fuck, that made sense. Like this one guy for like ever, right?
Yeah.
He's like in this like alternate universe where he's like fucking with everyone, like messing with them and like pulling the strings behind everything. And he's like, oh, I'm a great host, you know, when people come over I make sure they got snacks. And he keeps bringing that up, and it's like, what the fuck are you bringing that up? No one's here to have snacks, right?
But eventually
he's possessed.
Oh,
he's a host to the demon thing that I was talking about. That's the actual problem later on. And also he does host a party.
Okay.
So it made sense. It was just bullshit for like, I want to say like 6 hours of me reading this. And so it's just
for 6 hours, you have no idea what you're reading whatsoever.
But why it's happening.
You're like, where is the thing I was reading? What the fuck is this for 6 hours?
Right.
That is incredibly ballsy. Would you? Okay, here's a good question.
Okay.
Would you say that this hussy fella is a good author? Is he a good writer?
So everyone in the comic seems like an actual person you could meet for the most part. Like, he does character writing very well.
Okay. What about narrative? Like, is it?
The narrative is, I feel like you've actually come to understand it better than you would expect. Everyone okay?
Somebody in chat said that the fact that we are taking so long, like to just like this entire conversation is Homestuck-esque in and of itself.
I'll be right back. One sec.
What are you doing?
Cat needs attention. One sec.
Okay. Hey, chat. Is he?
Hey, I'm back.
Is he coming back?
Sorry about that.
He's back.
Yeah, no, sorry about that. Abby's eye is a little puffy. I don't know what's going on with that, and just need.
Oh damn! Did you give her lasagna?
No, she's getting lysine, which is actually good for a cat's eye.
You know that used to happen to my dog a lot.
It just
And,
we needed to deal with that rather than.
So you got like the drops from the veterinarian to
No,
like put
there's
into
just like they have little like treats that you can give. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, sorry about that.
Wait, so the cat eats the thing and that helps the eye?
Yeah, no, Herman's had like he's just got like weird thing going on with his eyes since we got him. It was some like infection that he got when he was a baby.
Is it like a persistent thing?
Yeah, but like Abby normally doesn't have that, but her eye is all puffy for some reason.
Yeah. Let me give you a heads up on this because I went through this with my dog. For years, like maybe once every like 6 months or so, me and my mom would notice that my dog had like this eye infection, you know, and we would take him to the vet, and every time the vet would be like, here's these fucking eye drops for the infection. They're like $200 a pop for like a fucking 1 ounce bottle of eye drops.
Right.
And we're like, well, we don't know why this dog keeps getting these eye infections, but like, I guess it's just a chronic thing that the dog has. I don't know, whatever. And then one day we see him doing something like just weird in the backyard. And we're like, what the fuck's going on? So we go over there and he's scraping his eyeball against dried bird shit on the ground.
Okay.
On the brick. There's just dried birch, and he's scraping his eye in, and we're like, why are you doing that? Yeah. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
See, Abby normally doesn't have that, and the thing with Herman, like the lysine is like, I think it's like $5, and we give him like one treat in the morning, and it's like his eye's fine. Like that's it.
Just make sure he's not like rubbing his eye and shit, because that was my experience. And I'm like, well, that's just
he's just got dogs. Like he's just got a leaky eye thing going on.
All right. I mean, I don't know. You got a cat. I had a dog. Like I think dogs are a little bit maybe stupider. Yeah. So no, it's a true story. I'm sorry, Chad, to tell you that I didn't make that up, but this dog did do that.
All right. So I've sent you another chart. Because now that we're like halfway through the comic, I had to start a new chart according to Natalie.
you had to make a different chart.
There's a second chart that's just following whatever the fuck is going on with these kids.
What? Okay. All right.
This chart is much shorter because it's only about like 20 or so pages worth of shit.
All right. So I guess the first thing you would have to explain now,
okay,
is who Vriska is.
Okay. So Vriska is a fucking problem.
All right.
This is a thing that chat will fight you on, but I am right.
They like Vriska.
No. Some of them do. Some of them want to be her. Some of them want to fuck her. Some of them just are trolling you. All of them are wrong if they like her. Okay, so you know how like, okay, so like you know how the whole butterfly effect thing is a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so she sees all these different timelines. She understands what's going to happen, and she's like, there's only one way that this works out where, you know, everything turns out fine, and it's if these certain events happen. There has to be a hero who does such and such, and yada yada. She intentionally causes problems on purpose in order to make things happen. But also
towards an end goal that is good, that is like a good thing.
Yeah, but also like she could have just let other people be the hero, but she was like, I gotta be the hero. I'm the main character in this thing.
Kind of like, okay, all right. She just wanted the glory.
She wanted the glory. She was able to see what was gonna happen well enough to be able to go, I can get involved in this and I can get all the credit.
It's like the game Wander Song, which you played, didn't you?
Yeah.
Remember, like the fucking swordsman girl in Wander Song?
Yeah, but the swordsman girl, I feel like had, kind of the same energy. Yeah.
Where it was like, I'm going to be the hero no matter what, to the point where it was like fucking everybody up because she wanted to be the hero so badly that she was creating problems just so she could like solve them.
Yeah, more or less. I think that's close enough. Yeah, that's close enough for that to work.
The character herself, is she like edgy and annoying?
They were playing D&D essentially at one point. Her and like one of her friends who like had a thing for her, right? Mm-hmm. She has the ability to mind control people as an aside, and mind control.
Because why not?
Sure, yeah. The trolls some of them have psychic powers. It's based on like their.
But she's a troll?
Yeah, Vriska is a troll.
All right.
Anyway, she has psychic powers, right? And her psychic power is to be able to control people, right? So this guy that kind of almost maybe likes her, they're LARPing. She mind controls him into jumping off a cliff, permanently crippling him. So he's wheelchair bound. Yeah. And people defend her.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
People who fucking like stan Sasuke from fucking Naruto, which I don't think you've ever watched, but Chad knows what I'm talking about.
No, I've watched enough to know that is a guy, and he's like the Vegeta in that one, right?
He's such an objectively shitty piece of shit bitch.
Yeah.
And sucks in every possible way. Yet there are people who idolize this fucking character and love him. Mm-hmm. And just, he's so great. They want to be him.
Right.
It's like, that is the last character. Does he have a redemption arc or so? I think he does eventually, but
probably
before he does,
yeah,
he sucks so fucking bad, and he's such an annoying bitch that I cannot fathom how anybody likes that character at all. Like he's so annoying that every time he's on screen, it's just you just like groan audibly and fucking like start looking at your fucking your phone.
Okay, combine that energy with the sword girl from fucking Wander Song, and you've got
and that's Vriska.
Yeah,
and that's Vriska.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's why I don't like her, because she's like
so
that.
You're firmly in the like Vriska sucks camp.
Yeah, so I made a little like chart thing here to like have people explain what their opinion is, because like I wanted to separate out the people who were just mad at me because they thought I meant that she was badly written or whatever, right? it
All right.
gave this chart. Everyone seemed to agree with me, except for the last part where people seem to think that some action that Vriska takes later on in the comic makes her forgivable. I have not gotten to that point yet, but otherwise they agree with the assessment that I've made.
Okay. All right. So you believe that Vriska did a lot wrong, is well written.
Get down.
Get down. Is well written.
Hey.
Garfield! Oh god, he's gone full fucking John Arbuckle again.
He's scraping at your desk. You put the pins away, right?
He's scraping his eyes into bird shit. No. Stop him.
Is she okay?
Rev Arbuckle.
She's okay? Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. All right. So there's that. That timeline that I've drawn there is just copy pasted from the other one. It is, as far as I could fucking understand, accurate.
There sure are a lot of scribbles on that timeline, dude.
Yes.
It's almost like you didn't give a shit. Or you know what it looks like to me? You started in earnest with trying to have this mean something, and then at a certain point you got like either annoyed or just so fucking exhausted that you just started scribbling all over it. Am I right?
It's more it's a little bit of both.
Yeah. That's exactly what it looks like.
Because
like at a certain point you just gave up.
But it is roughly accurate to what's going on.
But it can't be because
it fucking is.
So many... You can follow one of these lines. All right, I'm going to pick a line at random. The
okay.
Very thin orange one. That's kind of like doing a thing where it looks like...
Where the fuck are you?
I don't even
know it's just doing whatever the fuck that is.
Peel. A banana peel. So if I figure out where that thin orange line starts, which I just did, okay, it's somewhere in the bottom right of the image, and then I follow it to the left, that will make some kind of fucking sense.
So time is not
That's
linear.
Not a random scribble.
That one's more interpretive of how the comic works.
Why is there a yellow gun? That's a gun, right?
That is a gun. Yeah, that guy just has a thing for guns. That's kind of where I gave up, but he's generally in that time era there.
All right. Now I'm going to just you could never ever explain all of that to me. That no. I think is at a point where I would have to read it myself to try to fucking understand that.
So anyway, that was timeline 1B, right? Now if you look, you notice that I've actually done timeline 1A, which I don't know who that is. I think that's the Trolls' parents, but we haven't gotten to that. All right. And then we got the Trolls, which is A2, and then we got the Kids 1, which is that whatever the fuck we were just looking at, which is 1B. And then we got the Trolls 2, which is what we've just gotten to, which is 2B. You'll notice that I haven't bothered to draw 1A, 2B, or 2A. Because I have a feeling that it's gonna just be a clusterfuck. I'm gonna try and do 2B, but I have a feeling that 2B is gonna suck cock.
Concerning.
So that's.
I have to ask you this though. Like, the chat's been fucking trying to get me to ask you this.
Yeah.
For like the past 40 minutes. What's up with Elmo? I've seen the emote before. I've seen it. You've had that a while. Why is there Elmo like from Sesame Street involved in this whatsoever?
Okay, so on the first chart, right? You'll notice up in the top, like I was trying to explain, like, this seems like, you know how, like, I don't know if this is like a universal experience or not, but when you're a kid, like, did you ever want to have a corkboard with like lines of string like they do in movies that like pin to different like photographs of people, and you write little notes under
shit?
Yeah,
like,
basically.
Pepe, yeah. All right. Had I ever done that or felt compelled to do that?
Have you ever felt compelled to do that?
No. I mean, I never had like a fucking murder mystery or
well, that's the problem. I never have either, so I've never had a need to have a corkboard.
Right.
But if I wanted an excuse to have a corkboard with thread with little notes that would be like, worry about this guy. This guy can be trusted. Fear him.
This would be a good opportunity to do that, yeah.
Yeah, basically that's what this fucking chart I'm sending you is.
Okay.
Anyway, it
Okay.
turns out there was a certain level of accidental prescience there. Because,
Really?
yeah, because the fucking puppet was the host for the demon that is now out and about.
So, do you mean to tell me that when you say the puppet, do you mean the Elmo from Sesame Street as created by Jim Henson,
No,
like Creature Studios? Like,
it's Dave's older brother has like a weird puppet fetish.
I think I remember you telling me about this. Like, he fucks the puppets or something?
No, he
Or
just has
jacks
them
off with the
about.
puppets?
He just has puppets about.
All right, all right. Well, puppets are cool. I have a puppet. I have a
It's
couple puppets.
yeah, but it's not like he does it ironically to like mess with his younger brother.
He does it to be like a bastard man.
Yeah,
All right. He doesn't. It's
probably.
not.
It's kind of unclear actually.
He made a joke about Elmo being already here, and that's the demon's deal.
Yeah, that is a constant
Oh.
line with the demon. Is he says, "But he's already here."
And in one of the pages, there's art, and one of his brother's puppets. It looks a little bit like the fucking like Elmo.
No, that it's Elmo is completely unrelated. I just happened to draw Elmo when I was like, I don't know, you'd have some little guy, and I accidentally drew Elmo, and it's like, okay, it's Elmo, I guess.
Oh, so the whole Elmo thing came from your brain.
Yeah, but accidentally, it's very accurate to the comic because puppets.
Right. Okay. No, I understand it now. Okay. Took about like 10 minutes to explain it to me, but now I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, listen.
Yeah.
Should we read it?
Yeah. Okay.
But before I do, listen,
Yeah.
I guess I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta
Okay.
use the bathroom like real bad. I've been like, just kind of like holding in my pee this
Sure.
entire time
Yeah.
because the way that I work, like my brain is all shit and I have like ADHD.
Uh-huh.
Is if I didn't get to the end of you explaining something to me
Uh-huh.
and that got broken, there wasn't
Uh-huh.
going to be like me coming back and you continuing to explain it to me. So if there was any hope that I was going to understand any of this, it had to be done like without me going to piss.
Like you understood
That makes sense?
way better than I would have expected because this is a fucking clusterfuck.
All right, I'm gonna go use my Mr. Bucket.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Okay.
That's not how you use a Mr. Bucket.
Put the balls in my mouth, Mr. Bucket. Did put your dick in there, Mr. Bucket.
Exactly.
Give me all the cock, Mr. Bucket.
I don't know if they
Yum.
have penises. I'm sure there's already been like porn of that.
I'll be right back.
Okay. See you in a minute.
There definitely was, but you shouldn't Google image search it. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hey, how about we just take a 2-minute break? I'll be right back as well. I know theoretically we're supposed to read the comic, but I mean, like, I'm gonna go check on the cat and go to the bathroom as well. I'll be back in 2 minutes. We're not talking about. We need to read the comic now, okay? We'll be back in 2 minutes. BRB.
Rev. Rev. Colin. Hello. Chat hears me. Oh, Rev left. Oh, he left? Oh, shit. Well, now it's just me and you, chat. Alone at last. He went on break. Did he say if he was going to go number 1 or number 2? That way I can, prepare for it better. He's jerking into his bucket real quick. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, man, that was a very bizarre toy. Obviously, I felt like you guys were too young to. I don't know how old you fucking people are, but I was surprised to find out how many of you were aware of Mr. Bucket last night, or it was the other night during the Banjo-Kazooie stream. But you all know about Mr. Bucket because this guy told you about Mr. Bucket. Welcome back.
Hey, I'm back.
Yeah, dude, I was just saying, Mr. Bucket came up in my stream the other night.
Uh-huh.
And I was just shocked. I was like, I referenced Mr. Bucket, and then I was like, oh man, none of you probably know who that is anyway.
Right.
And then the whole chat was like, oh, we do because of Rev. You cursed these kids with Mr. Bucket. That was something from our deranged childhood that should have been left there.
But I feel like it's so incredibly on brand for Homestuck. So,
well, I mean, based on what you're telling me, it certainly is.
Yeah. So, okay, let me explain what's currently going on in this scene that we're on. Page 4,201.
I'm looking at it says, Jane consult with Pop Pop. We're looking at the same thing here?
Right, yeah. So the comic kind of works like those old, you type in stuff, text-based games. Did you ever play any of those where it's like, get ye flask?
Yeah, I've played text games. I don't particularly
you
like
can't
them,
see. Okay. Yeah. So originally there was another comic called MS Paint Adventures, which was like a noir fiction sort of thing, but anyway, so she's grounded. This is Jane wearing a hat and a fake mustache, right?
She's in disguise.
She's in disguise because her dad is outside cleaning the car. And she needs to get her birthday present, which is the disc for Homestuck, out of the car or out from the mailbox. It's been like a week since I've done this. And
where are her arms?
They just don't draw them half the time.
So Hussey, he's the artist too, right? He's the writer
for
and
most
the
of this, yeah.
So he just feels like arms are optional.
Yeah.
Arms are definitely not optional, man.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different art styles. We don't have time to get into this, but this is the simple ass version of the art that he does, and then there's another one where it's more I don't know, an actual comic would be called Hero Mode, where it's pretty and he's put effort in, and then there's Huss Nasty where he put effort in but it looked like ass.
He put effort into making it look like ass.
No, he tried to make it look good and it was bad.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
so
this
arms.
is the majority of the comic is done in this style, though.
Okay. This is it. This is what you're
This is
mostly...
symbolic of what's happening. Just sort of understand that she's standing there in the living room next to her taxidermied grandfather.
It's pretty fucking dark, but okay.
It's a family thing. They all do it. I don't know why.
They all do it. Okay, so they taxidermy their dead relatives.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Now, all right. I'm just along for the ride here.
Yeah. So anyway, she's sneaking out, and she is related to Betty Crocker. She'll take over the Empire once she's old enough.
Okay.
So everyone has a weapon, right? And none of them are reasonable fucking weapons. Her stuff is baking weapons.
It's like JoJo stands where they don't make sense.
Kinda. There's one guy who decided to go with swords, and that's Dave.
Right.
And then there was another guy who decided to go with guns. But for the most part, everyone's decided to go with stupid fucking shit.
How do you? So she fights with cooking?
I guess we haven't gotten to her actually fighting, but that's her thing. That's her spectibus. So that's her weapon of choice is
to
cooking
throw baking soda in somebody's face. And
well,
oh my god, I'm
spoons,
blind.
I think.
And then like just like jab them really hard in the nipple with the spoon until they cry.
She has a spoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, spoons. Okay.
Yeah.
She uses spoons.
Spoons, and they can be like magic spoons, but they all have to be spoons.
Okay.
A hammer is a legitimate. Okay, fine. A hammer is a legitimate weapon. I just can't think of very many. Sure. Spectrobus. No T. Ignore Jade's rifle. Okay, Jade has a gun. Anyway, so
you think she uses like spatulas?
Jane is not Jade. Jade is her relative.
I bet you could really fuck someone up with a spatula.
I think, yeah. If you got enough speed going. It's like slapping
Yeah.
someone. Have you seen those slap fights?
Yeah.
Like
shit
they
gets
they
insane.
knock each other out slapping each other. Like you could do that with like a spatula.
Oh yeah, you could fucking like take half of somebody's face off.
If
You
you
got the
got
right
some
kind of
speed
spatula,
going, yeah, and that
the
thing like
speed, the
holds heat, but only at the damage end, right?
Yeah.
So you could
You-
like
you-
heat that shit up and then just like wail on someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could stab them with it with the edge.
How do you stab
like,
someone with a
flip 'em.
spatula?
If it's like a sharp edge spatula, you could stab them a little bit. Might be like
Have
more
you
of an
ever seen a
inconvenience
sharp
than,
edge
like, a
spatula?
maiming, but we got like a metal spatula.
I've always seen them
Like a
have
metal
rounded
spatula with, like,
edges,
a-
even with the
like a-
the
Well, I'm talking about like the taper of the blade, if you will.
yeah,
not
but it's always rounded
necessarily-
at the edges.
You know, I guess it's like a metal spatula out in the in the backyard that we use for
Oh,
like the
you mean
outdoor
like
grill.
yeah, I guess like the grill ones. I've been thinking of like the ones in the kitchen.
I feel like you could do some damage with that, but you're probably gonna want to go for the one with the fuck like the outdoor, yeah. Like
Yeah, you
metal
got to get the
spatula.
outdoor one for sure.
I keep like bringing it back to spatulas, and you're trying to read this. Why don't you
Yeah.
just read this?
Okay. You figure a little wisdom from your elder couldn't hurt. It's practically went without saying that your dad keeps Pop-Up stuffed and mounted in front of the fireplace, as is the family tradition. Pop-Up grew up with the legendary humorous grandfather stuffed in front of his fireplace, so they also all tell jokes. And so that book there is like a running theme with this family, that they all have a
It's
copy.
a joke book.
It's a joke book. It's like how to do jokes and pranks.
Okay.
Anyway, this is stipulated firmly in the will. At the end of the long list of joke stipulations, Dad knew this is the real stipulation, though. And then I
Aren't they
clicked.
afraid he's gonna get catch on fire?
Sure.
Probably like burn easily.
It seems like it
Yeah, it's
would.
like
I think
old
that did
taxidermy.
happen at one point.
Yeah, why do you keep anything like that's just dried flesh like in front of a fucking fire?
For the aesthetic.
It's kind of cool. I guess I can see that.
I remember reading about, like, I saw a story about it. It was like on Ripley's Believe It or Not. And they like, the guy, his like, in his will, it was like, I want to be stuffed.
Okay.
And so, like, rather than just, like, you know how, like, in a normal funeral, there's, like, a coffin, and you go up to the coffin and stuff. He was just, like, in the house, and they just kind of had him propped up in the corner. Like, he wasn't even, like, laying down on something or anything. He was just, like, kind of leaning against the wall. Kind of
That's
like...
how they taxidermied him, like just leaning against the wall, like looking all cool.
No, it was like he was standing up, but they just, like, you know, they didn't have a good place to put him. It's sort of like when you have, like, I don't know, a baseball bat or, like, a hockey stick or something. You just kind of, like...
Or a bad dragon dildo.
And you just kind of place it against the wall, right?
Yeah.
And, yeah, it was like that. He was just kind of, like, to prop him up because he couldn't really support his own weight.
Why would you not taxiderm? Why wouldn't you put him on a base like they did with this guy?
I mean, it seemed really bootleg. I'm not going to lie. I feel like anyone who would actually legitimately do this for you is, like, not totally right in the head and would not do it legitimately.
Yeah, no, it's got to be illegal, man. Like, I feel like that's
That's
there's gotta
probably
be laws,
desecration of a
man.
corpse, right?
like you cannot taxidermy a fucking human being without there being some kind of fucking. There's got to be a regulation of some kind.
I'm sure.
It's gonna let you do that, man.
But, I mean,
I mean, it was in his will, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe that supersedes.
I don't know how, like, can you just do anything with your will? Like, can I just be like, I want my dead corpse to be, like, just beaten against like the side of like a kindergarten school or something.
No, because you can't put something in your will that's illegal, because then they're
But
not.
they're just like,
they're not
well,
gonna
you
let
gotta, because it's in his will, and the police are like, well, sure.
I don't think so. I want you to throw me out of the helicopter, put me in my fucking my Joker Suicide Squad coffin,
Right.
all right, and then just push that coffin out of a helicopter over
Right.
like a crowded fucking like populated place.
Mm-hmm.
Like into the middle of
And
like
just
Times Square
I
or
just like
something.
explode like on impact,
like-
just like
They're not gonna. They're not gonna let you do that.
like a
No,
water
they're not gonna
balloon.
let you- They're not gonna let you do that.
Make
They'd be like,
make my
like-
body like condense it down into its basic elements, make it like carbon, like compress it until it's diamond, load that into a gun and assassinate someone with it.
That's actually really fucking cool.
That'd be fucking
Truly
metal.
fascinating. That is metal as fuck. Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have Netflix, but the show Ozark. You ever hear of
No.
Ozark? It's a fucking crime drama show. It's fucking great. Anyway, one of the characters does that with his mother. It's fucking so she dies and they have her cremated, and they press it into a diamond.
See, I've
And
heard
then-
of
and
that,
then-
but I was just like, how could you
Yeah.
make that more fucked up?
So that does exist then.
Yeah, I think you could do that.
I might want to be a diamond.
Have you
But
heard of a
can you-
sky burial?
No, did they throw you out of an airplane?
No, that would be rad. No, they just like leave you out in a field.
How is that a sky burial if they
Because
just leave you out
you're
in the field?
open to the sky.
That's bullshit. That's a dirt burial. That's fucking ground. That's
No, like that. It's like some hippie shit.
no. If they call it a sky burial, then they should fucking
They should toss you out of a plane. I agree. I know.
You should be thrown out of a fucking plane. That doesn't make any sense.
Preaching to the choir. I'm aware.
They just leave you in an open field. And
Yeah,
just-
and then the like birds and like the
Birds and
voles
shit
or
eat
whatever
you.
that come over and eat you.
I don't know why it's called. I don't know what you would call that. Then a natural burial, maybe not a sky burial. That's bad. I guess I get why people would want to do that. I don't, because Circle of Life type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
They were big like Lion
Yeah,
King fans.
like this is
I
just
wanted to
the
give back
this is
to
the
earth.
natural way to do things.
Yeah. Could you put a diamond in a bullet though? Is that a thing that you could do? Would that cause? Would you be able to shoot that bullet?
I think so. So the bullet is just like you got like the bit that hits people, and then you got
Yeah.
like the casing, the bit that flies out. That's just filled with gunpowder, and then there's like a bit that hits it, and that makes an explosion that sends it out the barrel. That
I think you could do it.
you
Yeah,
could
I
do
think
it
you could do
totally,
it.
right?
Yeah, you
As
could
long
do
as
it.
you like
Yeah,
make it
yeah.
into the right like shape, you could totally kill someone with it. Chad is
Yeah,
making
yeah.
fun of the like the pages per minute that we're doing.
I thought
right
we
now.
were deliberately fucking with them.
No, we should actually like try and read at some point.
We weren't deliberately fucking
No, I'm
with
just
them?
like this.
Well,
All right,
I'm
so
like this too. You're like this. So we're
Yeah.
a dangerous combination together. And then
Yeah.
you get into the fact that at least I was thinking like, okay, let's deliver. Yeah,
let's deliberately try and
'Cause
delay
I
this.
thought you were doing it, and I was taking your cue.
No,
What do you call your grandfather?
I don't know. He wasn't around when I was born.
Pop pop.
That's what they call that. Anyway, hey, so you see the thing down on the bottom left there, the equals greater than sign?
That's the next page.
Yeah, you click that and it brings you to the next page.
Pop pop. I feel like there should be a hyphen there or a space. I feel like because that's just like
That looks
pop
wrong.
pop, pop pop, pop pop,
Yeah.
pop pop. He's still doing it. I clicked on the next page. We're at the next
Okay.
page. You want me to read the next page? You want to take turns?
Sure, go for it.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. You always did find it a little macabre, though, trying to watch TV and eat dinner on the couch with a dead old man standing about 5 feet away. You'd honestly prefer he not be kept here in the living room. Sometimes you tell Dad you really want pop-up in the attic. He says the mere fact you call it that tells him you're not ready. Well, there you go. That's fucking kind of answered my question, not at all.
Yeah, no. Like, so for some
Not even
reason,
close.
the parental units for the kids are all like weirdly hostile to some degree or another.
Yeah, that's a very dark thing for her father to say, I think.
But I think like a lot of I think he's actually trying to look out for her, but he's just fucking bad at it.
Okay. So all the parents in Homestuck, they just suck. Bad parents.
Sorta. Don't slander Dad. Dad wants her to be strong, sure. Dad
What's
is
on her shirt? No.
What's up?
What's on her shirt? What's
I
on
don't-
her shirt?
It's something. I have no idea yet.
Dude.
It's yeah.
You know what that kind of looks like? The fucking that caterpillar from Bug's Life.
What's that pop up? It looks like he's concerned that you may not be properly equipped. You proved to him that you indeed had no intent of leaving your house without your trusty joke book. Have you seen the fleshlight?
You mean the thing that I'm actually linking to you right now because I want you to see it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, you.
I knew that's where it was going. I knew that's where this was going, Mike.
He knew. He knows me so well at this point. We've been friends for like 3 years, like this, dude, and hanging out like this for 3 years.
Yeah.
So he saw that coming from a mile away in the fucking dark.
Yeah, I knew that's where
where
you're
I'm
going,
going
and I'm
with
like,
that.
I gotta save them.
It says ultra rare.
No,
a
I
Bug's
see it,
Life-
Mike. Let's continue reading Homestuck. There's only
did you
4
read
of them. There are 4 of
read
them, and it's lightly used, they claim.
Can I read? This is one sentence. Just let me read it, please.
Go.
Please. Okay. Here's the Craigslist ad for the Bug's Life fleshlight. It says, "This is it, the Holy Grail, one of 4 in existence. 1998, a Bug's Life promotional fleshlight, never publicly released, only given to a select few high-ranking Pixar executives for personal use. 100% satisfaction guaranteed, very lightweight, gently used. Do not sleep on this one, folks."
There's a lot to unpack there.
Do you think it's real?
No, I think this was commissioned. You know how you get those like weird Dora the Explorer cars or whatever? And it's like some like weird flex. I don't even know. I think it's that. I want to believe that the whole line about there being 4 given to Pixar executives
Fake.
isn't
No,
true,
I don't buy it.
because
I
that
don't buy
can't
it.
be real.
No, I don't buy that. But it's the Holy Grail. They call it the Holy Grail.
If you had a very
it's the Holy Grail.
specific fetish of
What
wanting
good
to
news for archaeologists. We found it. Guys, we found the Holy Grail. Here it is. I'm sorry.
imagine if you like that was the Holy Grail, like they actually went and found it.
They finally made it to the bottom of the money pit.
Yeah.
And they get the Ark of the fucking Covenant.
And they're like, holy shit, it was
up.
worth it. Everything that we've gone through.
Yeah. They open it up, and this sorry, what's the character's name?
I don't-
Heimlich,
Yeah.
the caterpillar fleshlight, is inside the Ark of the Covenant.
And like they can trace it back
Okay.
to Jesus somehow. Like they have DNA evidence to prove that it's him. And they're like, wow, he was really using this the night before he died.
Fucking goddamn it.
And
See, that actually sounds like a Homestuck plotline. Full circle.
that's honestly, that's the kind of bullshit that's in this comic. It probably
Right.
wouldn't be a fleshlight, but it would be on like it's adjacent to that.
This is fucked up.
Hey, let's read the next page. It's 4,204. Mike.
All right, no, about the page.
Okay.
What's up with the animation in the top left of the red book with the little smaller book coming out of it? Like, what's that?
Oh,
What
okay.
is
So
that?
so they have inventory, right? And everyone's got a different system for their inventory. Hers is
Alright.
like a cookbook because
Alright.
keeping with the whole cooking like Betty Crocker thing.
Yeah.
So I think if I remember correctly, hers is like in their explain modi. Everyone's got a different one. Some of them are stupid. Hers makes a reasonable amount of sense.
So it's basically like her video game character inventory.
Yeah, but it's real life. This
But
is
it's
never
real
explained to me in any way, shape, or form. After 4,000 something pages, you're just supposed to accept that that's how it works.
So she has like access to like a space where all of her items are kept that doesn't exist in reality, and she can access it anytime she wants.
Yes.
Okay, I understand that.
Cool.
You want me to read the next page?
No.
Oh, there's no words on it.
No, there are words. You just got to scroll down.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yes, I'm not going out with this book. No, I will not get an unabridged copy. No, I will not take yours. I can hardly lift it. It's so preposterous. Do you even hear what you're saying? I will be fine. This is a perfectly funny book, and it contains many incredibly funny jokes. Will you just stop it? I'm going now. Good day. And then a dorky little
Oh, so that's
face.
her. That's her saying that.
Yeah, she's saying that. She's yelling it at her dead grandfather.
Right. Who said nothing to her because he's dead.
Yeah.
That's a little weird. You don't do like stupid voices for the characters when they
I'm
have dialogue? You don't do, like,
profoundly
dumb voices?
dyslexic. It is enough of a chore for me to read it.
You just try like one. Just give me like a stupid voice, just a little bit. Like give me like what you think she sounds like, just kind of like just for like one.
My own
sentence.
voice is a stupid voice.
No, just do something like this. Let me hear something. Let me just hear something crazy. Just give me one. I don't hear you do voices very often. I just want to hear you do voices.
That's true. You don't. On second thought, take his book.
I'm gonna click that. Oh my God! An arm fell out. Oh, his.
Well,
arm
no,
fell
his
off.
arm fell off because the book like hit it.
Oh.
Oh no,
Okay.
the book got thrown into her inventory.
Oh, I see.
And in the process, it ripped off his arm.
Yeah, dude,
He was disarmed.
You done goofed. Yeah, man, that's some poorly done taxidermy. Tell you
Well,
what.
again, I feel like anyone who'd willingly do that would be bad at it because they're not like a legitimate taxidermist.
Too, my father had some things taxidermied, like some animals, obviously, and they're like all fucked up. Like the fucking head, you could just walk up to like the birds and just like pull the head off.
See, I feel like
You just pull the head off.
I've
or,
never
like,
seen
pop it back on
taxidermy
real
that I
quick,
was
yeah.
like, this is something that a normal human has.
Yeah, my father's not a normal human. I
Like,
didn't mean to imply that at all.
no, but I hate to admit it. Like, anytime I've ever seen taxidermy, I'm like, this person's not okay.
Guess I get like wanting a trophy of something that you did, but it's pretty dark.
It's
man.
weird
I
when
mean,
it's
that's
not something
death,
that you
know,
killed.
like
It's just some random ass fucking animal.
Oh, especially if it's not, if you didn't kill that yourself, I don't know what the fuck you doing with that.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess when they get old, they get fucked up. They start falling apart.
I mean,
don't know. Or maybe
they
he just-
rot.
Well, it's these, I mean, when you talk about a bird, it's the skin and the feathers.
Right. And they
how
like
long is
gut
that
it
gonna hold
and
up?
they take it out like completely.
Yeah, there's no fucking guts and shit in there. There's no meat. There's no meat like inside. It's just the skin. It's literally just gonna be the skin, wrapped around, like usually
think they're-
fiberglass, I think, model.
They're preserved so they don't rot. Okay, so what about this? Here. So this is part of the Homestuck stream.
Yeah.
You know how the chart made no fucking sense when I was showing it to you? Part of it was me trying to explain shit to chat. Other parts of it were, me just talking about random events in my life, and I figured I wanted to have like a drawing for it. Okay, so like
Nice.
Here, look at stream real quick.
Yeah. All right. Hold on.
All right.
I see it.
Okay, cool. Hold on. I'm drawing a thing.
All right. He's drawn.
Okay.
Is it a dick? It looks like a dick.
It's not a dick.
Really looks like a dick.
It's not a dick.
You're using your mouse to do this, man?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you gotten pretty good with a mouse.
Thank you.
That looks like a deer.
Okay, so that's a deer, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So there's I feel like there's different parts of like at this point if you were to just mount this shit on a wall, I'd be like, that's kind of weird, but all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
But it gets
Just that.
weirder the more animal you have or the less animal you have. If you just go from like, I don't know, here and you just mount like this part.
Yeah, so just the head.
No, just the nose. Just
Oh.
like That's fucking weird.
You just walk into somebody's house and it's like they got some taxidermied shit, and then there's just like a moose nose just
Yeah.
by itself, like on the plaque.
Yeah.
Just the nose.
Yeah.
Just the. That's great.
So what about this shit? Like you get like
Hey, wait, have you seen this?
No, I'm just saying what if?
All right, so just the front half.
Yeah, just the front half, like just behind the legs.
That's that's less weird than the nose alone.
Where so like there's clearly a point where it stops being weird.
And only half of one leg. Can it only be half of one leg too?
Sure, I just drew it weird. It could be like
Yeah.
it could be going in towards the wall and just kind of like clip into the wall as well.
How about this? This is even better, dude.
Okay.
Just the back half of the deer.
I've seen that. I've seen just
Have
like
you?
Yeah. Just a deer ass on a wall.
Really? Like as
Yeah.
maybe they thought they were being funny.
It's
Like, it was a
very much like that, just kind of like
joke.
crude, like
Taxidermy humor, like kind
Yeah.
of jackalope type of a thing.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, I would assume that they're fucking it. Is my
There's
problem with that.
entirely a possibility that they were fucking it, but this was
You know,
at a
like the Joe
restaurant that I
Exotic
saw.
thing. I'd be like, you're fucking that. That's not normal.
That
You
was
shouldn't-
at like a bar I went to. It's kind of bar humor.
Okay. It's a gag.
It's a gag. Yeah, they're aware that it's fucking weird, but they're like, oh yeah, we were the guys who put a fucking deer ass on the wall.
Ha 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 ha. Ha. I love this idea of just the nose though.
Yeah, I feel like that would be weird and also a thing someone would do as a joke.
Yeah, I like that. Just the nose.
Employee break times must hit different. Like, what if you get kind of smashed at the bar that has the deer ass, and you're just kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of lonely tonight.
Had a few too many.
Yeah.
People will often do only the antlers. That's the thing that happens.
That's
quite
a
often.
thing. That one's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, we should read this. You just
want me to
remembered something your alien friend said about a big old book downstairs, entrusting words written in by your own hand. What the heck did she mean by that? Whoops. Sorry, Pop-Up. Retrieve arm. Better pick that
Oh,
up.
you're gonna.
What's up?
Oh, you now have the arm in your inventory.
Yeah. Well, she does.
Okay.
I'm not her. She's just a character in the story, but we are being her. It'll switch every now and then. It's just like be Jake, and then it's like you are Jake.
I'm seeing how it works now. It's like you're playing through this, but you have absolutely no fucking like options, or you have
Right.
no choice whatsoever in
So
anything that happens.
with what was it? The comic that came before this one. They had it so that way, like you could submit things about halfway through.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and eventually he stopped doing that because the narrative just got to be a clusterfuck.
Is that part of the reason why this makes no goddamn sense?
No,
Because
this
you had like a whole bunch of random people contributing to it.
Problem Sleuth was like that. Homestuck from the very beginning was not like that.
Okay.
Homestuck
okay.
had user submissions too. Win. You could do that in the beginning of Homestuck, but that was like thousands of pages ago.
See, because to me, the implication here is that like this might be a choose your own adventure kind of a thing.
It's kind of like that, but you can't actually choose things.
All right. So you picked up the arm.
So anyway,
put it
picked
in
up
your
the arm.
inventory.
Better pick that up. You'll try to repair that later before Dad sees it and blows a gasket. Read inscription.
My dad
again.
would get really pissed when he saw us like popping off the bird's head and putting it back on. It was a woodpecker, by the way, for anybody interested in that. It's a woodpecker
All right.
with the detachable head.
Mm.
It's a very strange thing.
Was the head supposed to be detachable, or was it just time made it
Nope,
that
just
way?
old. Yep, time made it that way. It
Gotcha.
was old.
Yeah.
You would really piss him off though. It was like fun to do that. Anyway,
Mhm.
okay. So it says Colonel
Sassacre.
Colonel Sassacre.
Colonel Sassacre's daunting text, magical triviality and practical japery.
It's very hard to read. It's all scratched up and shit.
Well, it's like
so.
it's fucking old, This is
Japery though.
japery.
That's
Yeah.
fun. Okay.
Yeah. This is your friend suggesting that you were. Is your friend suggesting that you were the one who wrote this inscription? You find it a bit hard to swallow. Still, your friend is always babbling about time travel. You always thought this inscription was written by your pop-up by his Nana, who is your great-great-grandmother, founder of the corporation you'll inherit in a few years. The message has always been fascinating mystery to you. Probably was to him as well. From the way it was written, it almost seemed like it was intended for him to receive after her death. She talks about a journey he is supposedly meant to go on. You wonder if that adventure ever took place, or if the note was just one last jape by an old woman from a proud family of pranksters. She goes on about many fantastical sounding things as he supposedly would have found on this journey, like agents and exiles and underlings and denizens and heirs of breath and seers of light and stuff like that. Wait, didn't your friend mention those too? In any case, this message to pop up from his sweet old Nana is the best evidence you have to dispute all of this evil batter witch nonsense. She clearly cared for her grandmother very much and would never have started a company responsible for things it's accused of. They're also, it's sort of like Amazon, where it's like, you know, Betty Crocker is probably like involved in some like weird fucked up shit, but everyone just kind of rolls with it.
Like Procter and Gamble meets Amazon. I had a fucking teacher when I was a kid who tried to tell like a classroom of 6th graders that Procter and Gamble was involved in fucking satanic ritual. And we were like, okay, that is a Catholic school.
Yeah, I feel like that was probably an important thing to mention.
But yeah, I get it. I made that connection before. I was like, oh, Betty Crocker is kind of like the evil, like corporate, like
Betty Crocker is
everything.
Evil in this universe, according to her friend, and she's gone downstairs. I'm remembering this now to go confirm that it's not, but also do other things, I guess. Colonel Sanders and the FBI. We don't have time to talk about Colonel Sanders' fucking murder spree.
Colonel Sanders is involved in this?
No, Colonel Sanders IRL killed someone, probably.
I thought Colonel Sanders was a fucking fake made-up mascot, like Dave Thomas.
He's a real... Wait, who?
Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's. Not a real guy. It was just the mascot that they made up to sell hamburgers.
No, Colonel Sanders actually was real. He was a real person, and he might have killed someone.
Well, all right. Well, he was probably like fucking fighting in Robert E. Lee's army. He probably killed somebody in battle.
This was like I want to say like 40s or 50s.
So Colonel Sanders was real and was not involved in the American Civil War.
No, he just looked like that for no real discernible reason.
He wasn't like a plantation owner that was like, you know, going to fight the Yankees or some shit. Like that's not.
No,
because
it was like there was like some
fucking...
weird dispute between him and another like truck stop sort of thing, and they got mad and they tried to like off him, so he got them killed. It's some weird mafioso shit.
Did this guy really dress like and look like that though?
Yeah, 100%. He was also in
period accurate.
No, he looked like that.
But he looks like he's from, you know, the late fucking 19th century. I mean, he doesn't look like... Did that happen to the 80s?
Was that 80s? Because I remember... No, it was like 60s, 70s, right? Because there was like this weird movie that he was in. Like, I guess he paid to be in it. And it was like a biker movie, right? And he just like... The main characters, they're chasing down some Nazis, I think. And they stop by like a KFC and he was there and they have like a fucking scene with him.
I'm still fucking just shocked he existed for real, and he wasn't a made up like.
No, he's a real ass person. Hell's Bloody Devils. Go look that up on YouTube real quick.
With Colonel fucking Sanders.
The Wikipedia page for Colonel Sanders is a fucking trip.
He made a cameo in it because they filmed at a KFC.
Yeah.
Really? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well, obviously it's off topic. Are you gonna read the inscription?
No, I've read it before.
Are you seeing this before? Everybody's seen that before. All right.
Yeah, it just is. Though, like I said, like the inscription made no fucking sense back then.
But now it does.
But now here it is again. This is what I'm talking about. Like, why would this inscription mean fucking anything? But it does. So there you go.
Okay. So it's a very old inscription that was meant for the grandfather whose arm she just broke off.
But it's not. That's the weird thing is time shenanigans happened. This was written by the character who's currently reading it, I think.
What the fuck?
And she gave it to her grandson, who is John.
So this is time travel stuff. This is because the person who's reading this, the girl who's reading this right now, is going to write this and then send it to the past.
Yeah. This is
All
before
right.
the reset, yeah.
All
Reset
right,
shenanigans.
all right.
Multiple
Okay.
universes, different timelines. Just sort of roll with it when I say weird bullshit, and it's probably true.
Okay, I'm ready to do that.
Any case, this message to pop up from his sweet old Nana is the best evidence that you have to dispute this evil batter witch nonsense. She clearly cared for her grandson very much and would never start a company responsible for things that she's accused of, let alone be alive today to perpetrate them. But then, if she wasn't the one who wrote it, then this thought makes you very nervous. You suddenly remember your dream. What did it mean? You should talk to Jake about all this. Jake.
She was going to have written it. Dustin Competence says, "Thank you for that clears it up perfectly. Thank you."
Mm.
She was going to have written it.
Sure.
Right.
Bother Jake.
All right. So now I'm seeing something very strange. It's another character, and there's a pester log. It says.
Okay, so this is them talking over like AOL Instant Messenger.
Okay.
Pester Chum is like their equivalent in that.
It's called Pester Chum. Do you want to play one? Do you want to play one character and I'll play the other character?
Yeah. Which one do you want to be?
I don't know. Which one do you want? Do you think I should be? Which one do you want to be?
So for context, Jake has a thing for like adventure and doing Indiana Jones shit, but he also has a thing for like blue ladies. Like
Avatar?
Yeah, he's got like Avatar posters up in his bedroom.
Like
And-
straight up James Cameron's Avatar with
yeah, straight up, yeah, that.
Like that's actually in like he acknowledges that in universe.
Yes,
Blue ladies.
blue ladies.
So what what else? Like what other like Smurfs?
Yeah, I think Smurfette is on the wall as well.
He's got Smurfette up
He's got
there?
a Smurfette and weird old timey slang. Yeah, I forgot about that.
My chat likes to say that I have like a fetish for green men
Uh-huh.
simply because of a dream that I had about Shrek once where I did not have sex with him. He was simply in the dream. But before I could even finish the sentence, before I even got the sentence out, I said I had a dream and Shrek was in it, and everybody was like, "Oh, you fucked him? Oh, you fucked him in the dream." So now I have a fetish for green men, which has extended to the Grinch, the Jolly Green Giant,
Mm-hmm.
and fucking any other green character. Apparently, I have a fetish for. Even though I didn't have sex with Shrek in the dream, that's not what happened.
Did you want to?
No, I did not. He's not my type. Okay? I
Okay.
don't like him.
All right.
All right? I don't care
That's
for
fair.
Shrek.
Is it
Not- I
because
don't
he's
find
green?
myself
Are you
attracted to
racist
Shrek.
against green
It's
people?
not because he's green. Okay? It's because he's a fucking ogre.
Wow. Okay.
All right? Is that
That
shit?
You
That sounded
fucking
racist,
yeah,
didn't
it's super
That
racist,
sounded
dude.
racist. That sounded
You're gonna
racist.
get canceled now.
I don't feel attracted to ogres. I think that I'm sorry, but I just don't.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't want to have sex with ogres. That's it. That's it. It's not. Like it's a personal preference. That's my preference. Okay. I'm allowed to have a preference.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not. If you
Would
wanna
you fuck the
ogres,
Jolly Green
that's fine.
Giant?
I think that the Jolly Green Giant would actually if I'd fucking just be split in half, they wouldn't even find like any pieces of my body.
Have you
because
seen
he's very-
Macro
very
Fetish?
large.
Because Chad has sent me Micro and Macro Fetish before.
What's that, man?
God, I don't want to explain it to you.
It's just like
So
being
just like
into giants. Like giants are hot.
yeah,
Right. Or like I don't know, tiny little like
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell, like fairies.
Yeah.
Or is like that's the opposite of that.
Yeah.
I don't really know what you're supposed to do with that. You know, like it's not like you can't. That was the problem with the Jolly Green Giant. You know,
I would
Like, I
imagine you
can't-
just sort of latch on and just. It's like a rodeo bull.
oh, you would say that, you Texan. Oh, that's fucking big. But okay, but there. I don't know what you're gonna get out of that. I don't think you're gonna get anything out of that.
I don't
know?
think
There's
you
there
would,
can't be
but they
penetra-
would. So I don't really know
there
how
can't be
like they
penet-
reciprocate.
No,
I
he's
think
not.
it's
He's
pretty
not gonna get anything
one-sided.
out of it. He's not gonna get anything out of it because there can't be penetration for either of you. You know, so it's
And
like
he can't really jerk you off because his hands are fucking city blocks.
no. No, you can't.
What's he? And he
Oh.
can't. Yeah, and he can't give you a blowjob. So like, what's the point?
Nah, he can't. There's no hope. It's not. Nah, it's bad. Listen, it's a bad kink. It's bad. Like not like you should be ashamed of it. But it's just
Right.
it's like it's low tier. It's a low tier kink. You know, because it's like
I
when
think
you when you
Findom
really
is
gonna.
below it though.
So Findom's bottom tier because Findom again. We were talking
Findom
about
is a
that the other
fucking
night. I don't even
scam.
think that's not even a fucking kink. Really.
I think
it's
it is though.
not. It isn't.
If
It's because you can't get sexual gratification from that. It doesn't
what
make
if
any
you had
sense.
$1 billion, right?
Yeah.
Like it's literally impossible for you to spend all of that money. Like
Yeah.
name 5 things you would buy with $1 billion.
Private island,
Uh-huh.
yacht,
Sure.
like 2-story yacht,
Uh-huh.
with like a bunch of rooms and stuff,
Uh-huh.
like cable TV and like a hot tub and
Right.
everything. I would buy everybody who watches my Twitch channel a Nintendo Switch and
Mhm.
copies of Animal Crossing and whatever fucking games that they wanted.
Uh-huh.
I would buy. I don't know. I can't think of anything else.
Okay, yeah, so that's like you really like trying to find some stuff and you probably only spent like a couple million, right?
Yeah.
So what if you could somehow like get gratification out of like actually using this limitless resource you've got? Like I
What,
could
you
see
mean,
how
like-
that could be a thing, but I feel like it's a fucking scam. You know, someone who's like a financial advisor is like, this guy's got too much money for his own good, and then they show a little leg, and then bam, fetish.
Oh, you can't like make someone like have a fetish.
What if you just
Like, how
convince
do
them
you-
that it's already a thing, and then you just slowly introduce the idea to them, being like, I went down to the club and there was this guy into Findom. Oh, you don't know what Findom is?
Oh, it's like Ice 9. What you mean? You never heard of Ice 9?
Yeah,
What,
and then
a
you
fucking
explain it
idiot?
to them, and they're like, oh. And then you sort of like was it Pavlov's dog, the whole situation? Anytime you bring it up, you also have like a picture of a naked lady in the background appear, and they slowly like incorporate the two thing, and bam, they're into it, and they're giving you money.
At that point, they
What if
have
you
to,
gaslit someone into giving you money for sexual gratification?
They have to like brainwash you with like some Clockwork Orange shit,
Yeah.
right? And at that point, you've been fucking kidnapped, and I don't even think it's gonna work, honestly, because like you can. Okay, so here's what you need to do: you need to make the mental connection for somebody. If it's like, because
We
you
are
brought up
going to read
Pavlov,
this at some point, right?
Right. That like in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That you have to have. Okay, so the connection has to be between, because with Pavlov it was like the bell and food.
Right.
So then for the person it has to be empty bank account, empty bank account, and then they nut.
Right.
Empty bank account, erotic, hot.
Well,
Empty-
people
no
already
money,
spend money
giving-
on porn,
giving
so
money to
I
someone
feel like you
is-
could
is-
convince someone that it's a thing. And once you convince someone who has a stupid amount of money that's a thing, like they're gonna give it a go.
Don't
They
you
want a
see,
new
like,
high. They've got enough money to blow on it.
you could really see a universe where you yourself, who has a disposable income, will allow themselves
That's already
to
a
be
fucking
talked
fiction.
into. I know, but I'm just putting it out there. Like, imagine somebody talking you into just you giving them your money for no reason.
I mean, people like have you seen infomercials?
You know, you actually just got me. You're right.
Like people believe anything. They're like,
Yeah,
man,
that's
I
actually
could
fucking
I
right.
could
That's
scratch
actually
my
fucking true.
back.
You're fucking right. You know, they'll show you a problem that nobody fucking has and says, "Don't you hate when this happens to you?" And then the next thing you know, the person's giving them their fucking credit card number over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if that's possible, then anything's fucking possible.
I think that yeah. I mean, if sugar daddies can exist, right? Like, I feel like it's like a parallel to sugar daddy, is to have
Sugar daddy makes so much sense to me because it's what's cool about that is that, you know, if you have one, then you don't have to work.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to have responsibility, you know.
But what does
that
the
makes
guy
total
get out
sense.
of it?
That's
I
about
think
you.
that's findom.
No, it isn't because she's not giving him money, he's giving her money. That make sense?
Yeah.
Because
For
that's,
sexual dude, yeah. You
Well,
give
no,
you
I mean,
give her anything that she wants in the world, and then in return he gets to sleep with a hot lady.
that's just prostitution.
Well, that's what sugar daddies are, basically, right?
Yeah, kind of. I see there's people in chat who are getting really upset that we're not reading this. So let's
Yeah.
read this. All right. I'm going to be I'll be GG.
Okay.
All right. You want me to be GG?
Yeah, that's what's her name there?
Okay, I'll do a girl voice then.
Okay, there you go.
Jay, how goes the bunny quest?
I've barely even begun.
Tell me about it.
You're off to a sluggish start then, I gather.
Dad has the whole house in full fatherly lockdown mode. Talk about blowing a few measly assassination attempts way out of proportion.
Oh, it's me again.
So I'm
Yeah,
currently
it's still you.
mulling over my next move. What is it that has you hamstrung? Did you ever track down the slippery Mr. Strider?
Not exactly. His stupid doppelglasses had me sent on a wild goose chase to go pry his dumb robot chest open wide and swipe its uranium.
Sounds dangerous.
No shit. I'd rather deal with the monsters.
Why is it that our two best friends in the world always seem to place themselves at the source of all our problems, while simultaneously presenting their only solutions?
I know, right?
I'm debating whether or not to enlist his help in the matter of my current imprisonment, but I'd rather keep it as a plan of last resort.
I need to do a voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be doing
Well,
voice.
he's 13, so it should be like croaky and stuff, but I feel like spiritually he'd want to have like a debonair, like cool, like adventurer type kind of thing, you know?
It sounds like why don't you just try to do like a dork voice? Like a dork.
Don't do it, Jane. It's a trap.
That's just your regular voice.
Yeah.
We'll see. So I take it you're out and about now?
Hell no. I spent too much time haggling with those confounded shades that I'm leaving my room just now.
Right. Well, not to keep you too long, since we both still have our missions ahead of us. But I wanted to tell you about that dream I had.
Oh yeah, I was curious about that. Tell me everything and make it snappy. Whips up a bucket of freshly popped corn.
Whew. Tee-hee. Okay, but I should say that the nature of the dream was a bit worrisome. And I'm concerned it may have implications for the game we're about to play. So it's probably best that I tell you about it before you leave.
Well, shoot. Then okay, lay it on me, Jane.
There we go.
Yeah,
that,
there you
dude,
go.
That, I like that. Yeah.
You
do
like
that.
the Texas.
Yeah, kind of just embracing the Texas because fuck it.
Okay, so context on what's going on in this screen. The dreams when you fall asleep,
Yeah.
the dream version of yourself wakes up and moves around on either Durst or Prospect, depending on a clusterfuck of things. It doesn't
Durst,
matter.
like Fred Durst.
For now, yes. And
It was weird to read that dialogue with absolutely no context. Like I have no fucking idea what I just read, and it was like it confused me more than fucking you telling me about it.
Okay, yeah, but that's just Homestuck. You're getting into the groove of it, yes.
All right, so she's in her dream body. It's like Inception, but not.
Yeah, but it's
All right,
real. And so when you basically you get a second life, if you die,
Yeah.
you can still do shit as your dream self. But in certain circumstances, if you die, then you can go God tier. So it's sort of like Super Saiyan. But you have to die in a very specific way on like a stone slab set out for just doing that.
Yep.
It's Homestuck shit. Point is, dreams are real. And you can go and meet people that you know in real life in your dreams and have a conversation.
So you have another version of yourself that's a dream self, and you can actually move around in the real world as your dream self.
Not in the real world, in like
in the dream
on
world.
a different planet.
But it's a real place.
It's a real place.
And if you die in the dream, you die in real life.
Well, that your dream self is dead, and then if you fall asleep, it's fucked up.
All right. Okay.
Only if you're a game player in the game. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I buy that. That's kind of a cool concept. It's a cool concept.
So depending on if you're
actually,
it's not that bad. See, that's the thing is like people are like, Rev, are you enjoying this? And I'm like, I'm interested to see where this is going.
It's creative.
And I like the experience with chat because they like it when I mess with them.
We've been doing a lot too much of that tonight, though.
We've been doing a little bit too much of that. I don't know what our pages per minute right now is, but it's fucking dog shit. But I feel like we can just spend at least 30 minutes to an hour just catching you up to like 4,000 pages of Homestuck.
This fucking concept of you going to another planet and having like a second, like body or something like while you're dreaming is a fucking H.P. Lovecraft story. Does anybody know the story that I'm talking about?
I want to say Color Out of Space.
No, it's not the one. Where the guy falls asleep and then he becomes like a weird like an alien on an alien planet that's like a vagina with a foot. Like he's just a vagina with a foot, and he just walks around, and they have like he's can partake in the
Dreamlands.
Like,
it was the Dreamlands, I think.
It's called the Dreamlands.
I think it was, yeah.
No, it's an H.P. Lovecraft short story.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that was in the Dreamlands, at least. But I remember
like
the Dreamlands
collection of stories.
Well, just like I think it's like that's his version of this, but basically, yeah.
Beyond the Wall of Sleep. Beyond the Wall of Sleep. That's the one. That's got to be it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I would get 90%. I think it's that. I don't think it's.
The Dreamlands were like a thing, in a different thing. That is a H.P. Lovecraft thing, but different. So anyway, there are two different versions of these planets, and they're sort of like orbiting each other or some shit. I don't really understand where they are in relationship to each other.
Yeah.
But there's Durst and Prospit, and your in-game who you are is usually divided up by like either your Durst or Prospit, and then whatever your class is, and then of something.
Right. And her class is like cook, food cook, chef.
Well, she'd be like, I don't know. Like Dave, I know I think he's a Durst Knight of Time.
Meaning that he can
so he when he goes to sleep on the purple planet. Or he wakes up on the purple planet, and they wake up on she's on Prospit classed or something, and so she wakes up on the yellow planet.
Yeah, all right.
And so only the people on the yellow planet can interact with the yellow people, because they're not near each other.
So there's two dream worlds, and like half of the people are on one, and half of the people on the other one, and they don't get to do anything with each other.
They can meet up, but it's exceptional circumstances that happens.
All right. Do you want to read this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'll start.
Yeah.
I woke up on the planet which we have been told about by our mutual acquaintance. The one covered in golden cities. Prospect, remember?
Oh, wouldn't that be Prospect's moon?
Yes, you're right. It was the moon, actually. I could see the planet on the dark horizon.
I low-key
I
hate
was
this.
dressed in a golden dress, like a sort of nightgown, and I could fly. I left my bedroom, which was at the top of a tall tower. Surrounding me were the gold cities, just as described. Behind the skyline was darkness, but just above was a bright blue sky and puffy white clouds.
That was Skyia.
Yes, probably. Are you sure you haven't woken up there before?
Haha, I wish. I've received reports from Jade about this as well. She liked to talk about her dreams on Prospect's moon a lot.
I see. The impression I have developed is that this is supposed to be a real place, and all who dream there have shared experiences. Did Jade ever mention seeing us there?
No, why would she? It was long before we were born. She was dreaming there like hundreds of years ago or something.
Anyway,
Nepeta? Chat, what is Nepeta? Nepeta.
Okay,
What is
so one of the
Nepeta?
trolls, right?
What is that?
One of the trolls is named Nepeta, right?
Like Nepeta?
Yeah, but different.
Nepeta.
It sounds like the Spanish Nep.
Nepeta.
So she's like a cat girl.
Rad. Of course she is. Are you?
I'm
Hello?
trying to Google it. Homestuck.
Man, that's gonna be porn, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was. Okay. Never
You done
mind.
Goofed. You fucking goofed.
I did.
All right. So you're trying to show me a picture of this, but you don't want it to be porn. But
Yeah.
it sounds like the problem that you're having is it's all porn.
There was porn. Okay, to be clear, it was just showing off her baby bump. But
What's a baby bump?
like if she's pregnant,
Yeah. Did you just show that to your Twitch channel?
I'm
Like,
gonna
was
make
that-
sure
was
that like I didn't actually just show porn real quick. Like
was that on screen chat? Because I'm not looking. I'm looking at the Homestuck page. I'm not looking at the stream. Oh, that was
so you didn't actually see titties, so it's fine.
Yeah. All right.
However,
Yeah.
that was a close call. In fact, clicking back and scrolling down, I see her, and she's very much clearly coming in this picture. So that's a cursed thing.
So she's not pregnant in universe. Like that's not accurate. Like,
No,
never
she's
pregnant?
13.
I don't like that very much. I don't care for that.
I
at
don't
all.
either.
Me pretty uncomfortable. But you know what? Maybe it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be porn necessarily. It was somebody working out. What it would be like if
No,
if,
it was
if
meant to
that,
be
you
porn.
know, it
Like,
wasn't
I know
probably
you
meant
want to
be
believe the
actually
best
porn.
in this world, but
No,
no,
I don't
know
think it was meant for people to like actually jack off to. That's not why that exists. It doesn't. It's not. It isn't.
It
It's
is. It is.
not. It can't be. It's Let's
Mike.
read this. Let's just read this. And just like forget that happened.
You
please say.
remember Ryuta from Ocarina of Time?
I remember the name, but I don't remember what the
She was the
character
fish
was.
lady girl.
One of the Zoras, right?
Yeah. She went in Jabba Jabu and you had to like grab her and run her out.
What's Jabu Jabu?
The whale.
Is yeah. I remember something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that. Have you ever seen porn of any character on the internet?
I have. Not because I was looking for it, but I have.
Yeah, that's just going on the internet. Yeah, I think people unironically jerk off to stuff like that.
Can I tell you about the first time I saw weird like DeviantArt I was like fucking like 13 or 14, and we had our fucking like first dial-up modem, 56K.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna enjoy this. Well, I use the word enjoy very tenuously. You ever watch Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Can we read this instead? Like I normally fuck around and don't read the comic, but like I don't want to hear where this story is going.
Nah, it's not that bad. It was just the two robots, but they just had like huge dicks.
Of course they did.
And I was like, why would someone do this?
Yeah.
I was like, why?
Even as a kid, you were just like, why?
Yeah, no. As a kid, I was very disturbed, and I was just like, I didn't understand. I was scared. I was like, why would someone do this to them? You know, like
the first time I saw something like that was Sonic.
Yeah, yours was Sonic.
Yeah. I used to hang out on Newgrounds a lot, and they'd have like flash animations, and there's one, and it was Sonic, and I was like, hey, it's a Sonic game, I'll play it. And it was porn.
Oh yeah, you play. So it was like just fucking jack off Sonic the Hedgehog flash game on Newgrounds?
I don't remember the exact context of what you did, but I do just remember seeing his blue member on screen, and I was just like...
That was your fucking call to reality?
That was like definitely a moment where I was just like, oh.
Yeah, the world isn't like as cool of a place as I thought it was.
Yeah.
You know, that was that MST3K art for me. Like,
yeah,
that was
like that's when I became an adult.
Yeah.
When I first saw Sonic naked.
It's like it was confusion, it was fear, it was just like I felt sad too. Like I was like I felt bad for the characters that somebody would do that to them, you know? Because like I had been watching the show at that point, like it was on
right, yeah,
Sci-Fi Channel, I think, and I was upset, man. Like I was mad a little bit. I was just like, come on, you know why? And I don't at that point even
see. I didn't get to play Sonic growing up, so I was like, someone's done a bootleg version of Sonic that I can play on my computer, and I had no friends because I had no friends because I was homeschooled at that point.
Yeah.
I wasn't hanging out with people. That might have been when I was in middle school when I had no friends because I was a fucking nerd. And
Same.
you know, I didn't have money. Steam didn't exist, so there's no way for me to like buy a game online. I couldn't play free games. The only ways you could play free games was downloads.com.
Yeah. Weird
fucking indie sites like Spiderweb Software that no one fucking has heard of. Which was amazing, and it still is a thing apparently. And Newgrounds. And so I played a whole bunch of Flash games as a kid. It's why Flash games were a thing that, you know, everyone knows me for, is because I just know Flash games. Yeah. Every now and then you'd be like, I'm in for, like, I want to play, like, you know, Super Smash Brothers, but they've got Sonic in it. That would never happen. And, you know, then you play it and it's just like, shit, but, you know, you got to play a game and it was free, you know?
So what if it's got a little bit of dick in it? Free video game.
But every now and then you just stumble into porn.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh.
Well, goodbye childhood.
Yeah.
Captain French Toast says this is the weirdest group therapy session I've ever been in.
I feel like those were both defining moments for us. Like either that was something that we were going to be like pissed off about or saddened by in my case, or like something would awaken.
Yeah.
Like you'd just be like, wow, I guess I'm like this.
That's hot. That's not, you know, I mean, I didn't to this day, like cartoons do not like arouse me. Like I don't feel like
that's good to know about what gets you off.
Are hot.
Yeah.
You know, it's not for me. Like I don't know. I never thought that drawn cartoons and comics and shit was like I never thought it was like JO material.
And yet somehow it's still a thing.
It's a huge fucking thing. It's a massive fucking thing.
It's a fucking industry.
It is. I mean, hey, you know what? And I know people who make money like that, and I have respect for that. So good luck.
I mean, honestly, like, good on you for finding a niche.
And I think the next one I had seen was The Simpsons. It was, it was Marge and Homer.
Yeah, anytime you go to any like sketchy website
yeah.
where you can just like watch a movie for free, you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
inadvertently you see either Lois's titties or you see Marge Simpson's titties.
There were a lot of like Marge Simpson boobs
Yeah.
going around. That was like everywhere.
Yeah.
on the internet at that time. Yeah. Anyway, we should read this.
Yeah, yeah.
So you see, there's that looks like Rome.
So
That's pictures of Rome.
he'll straight up Photoshop shit together to get
Uh-huh.
assets because he'll just like he'll have his little simple drawings of the characters, then he'll Photoshop the backgrounds to work. So yeah, that is straight up like
That's the Vatican.
That's the Vatican, yeah.
That's the fucking Vatican, yeah.
Heavily processed images of the Vatican, sure. Just to give you a general idea of what it's like.
Just like, piss toned for whatever reason. Okay.
Because it's Prospit, and Prospit is piss colored apparently.
The bottom is the Vatican. The top one looks like a cathedral. That might be like Notre Dame or something, or maybe like
It's probably,
what's the
and
one in
I think
London?
there's like a whole bunch of other shit going on too.
the Abbey. What's the Abbey place in London? Fucking downtown Abbey. What the fuck?
I don't know things.
Abbey, Winchester, something with a W. Does anybody know what the fuck? All right, I'm gonna read this.
Yeah.
I explored the moon and began to notice people gathering in the streets. But they weren't human. They were funny-looking, perfectly white creatures.
You're British now?
Yeah, because I was thinking of England, and then that made my voice go British. It's
Okay.
called
But that's
it's called
in Italy.
Westminster Abbey. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, again, the top one might have been
Okay.
Westminster Abbey. I don't.
Continue.
Is she supposed to be British? What is she supposed to sound
She's
like?
American.
She's American.
I think she's from Washington or California.
It's not what people from California sound like. The
She's
chat
a
says
bit
that
old timey, sure. Jake is British, but Washington State. There you go. West Coast.
So you want me to do this bullshit voice? Okay, I'll do this bullshit voice. And it's your turn to read, good reverend.
Oh, yeah, those are Prospians. They have a hard carapace shell, and they like something to do with chess, I think.
Well, I don't know if they had much to do with chess here. The more closely I observed, the more they appeared somewhat despondent.
Like, sad?
Yes, I determined they were in mourning, actually.
Hey, Jane, you said this was a dream. Where do I come in?
Shush! I'm getting there.
All right, I'm gonna click on the next page.
Yeah.
Downtown Abbey, baby.
Mm.
So fucking not the name of it.
More
No.
and more
What are these called? Prospetians? Prospity?
Prospedians.
Prospedian.
Just fucking roll with whatever you think it is. It's fine.
more and more prostitutes were filling out the buildings every
Good.
moment. They all began to form a single major procession. When I got closer, I could see that some were in tears. I realized this was a funeral.
All right, so it's a funeral.
And like you'll notice, like there's random bullshit. Like in the background there's a little dude running up the stairs, in gray. You see that?
Yeah, I see him.
That's
He's a different,
100% not a prostitute. That's one of the kids. We just don't know it yet. But there's some time shenanigans happening, and they're there.
So he's leaving like little visual clues to let you know that there's something.
That's Jane.
crazy
Okay,
going
never
on.
mind. Apparently it's just Jane. But yes, he does do that shit though.
Okay. Like you got to pay attention.
Yeah. But you won't know that you needed to see the thing until later when it links back to it, like it did with that one page where it was like, read the inscription, and it's like, oh, you already read this, and it didn't make sense then, but now it makes sense because you have fucking context.
See, for me, it would get to a point where by the time that I got the context, I wouldn't remember what the clue was in the first place.
I feel like part of why this works for me is because I don't have to wait 3 years to get the context. And
that's important.
And also because chat is, I will say something and chat will be like, no, that's wrong. And then they'll correct me on it.
Right, which is probably a very valuable thing if you're actually trying to make sense of
Because the
something like this.
alternative way to do it is, because there was a 3-year gap or whatever, you just fucking read the comic again several times.
See, for you though, that's true. You could go if there was something that you don't understand, you could just like go back.
No,
and,
I mean
and,
the
and
entire
read it
comic.
again and what do you mean?
Like, Cascade happened on page like 4109, right?
Yeah.
Prior to that, there was the Megapause, right? Which was an event where there was 3 years between updates.
Which is an actual thing that happened.
3 actual real life years.
Yeah. Okay.
That you had to wait to get resolution on shit. That one was 6 months. 3.
You know what I think?
That one was 6 months.
appeal-
My point is that, like, in 6 months, if this is the main thing that ties you to your friends, you're gonna fucking read over that shit again. And you're trying to find one little fucking nugget that you can grasp onto. The fucking memes based around one sprite where he just didn't draw it like that well.
Yeah.
Because he just didn't fucking whatever, right? Like, he's just trying to, I don't know. The guy was in the way back. You couldn't see him, right? He wasn't the main thing. But, so he just didn't bother drawing with him with arms. And it just kind of looked like he drew him where he just was wearing his pants up to his shoulders.
I thought he didn't draw arms anyway.
And sometimes he does. Pants cat.
I wanted to say that I think the appeal of like of you streaming this is for people to like try to make you understand it.
I think there's definitely part of that, and I think a lot of what makes Homestuck work is it's I said it as a joke sort of, but I think it's true. It's like Homestuck, maybe the real Homestuck is the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, it's a joke, but it also is true because, you know, what the fuck is going on here? Okay. I see the pants cat.
Yeah, you see, so
boy,
you see
there are a lot of memes of this.
Yeah, but you see the top left one, the know your meme pants cat?
Yeah.
So you see how he's actually drawn the trolls with like arms and shit.
Yeah.
But the one asshole in the back, that's the one they're saying you are, by the way.
All right, they're saying I'm an asshole. Nothing new. Okay.
Yeah. Does anyone have like a very definable like car cat moment that we can just like show Mike? So that way he knows why, like, that you actually are bullying him when you say that.
Like this is uncool that they're calling me that.
It's sort of like how it's uncool for them to call me Dave, but I just sort of accept it.
Okay.
Like, someone give me a page number and we'll fucking read it, and I'll have you read it.
The Car Cat cringe compilation.
Yeah, and also he's Jesus, as an aside.
I like how there's a meme of this pants cat next to Kylo Ren.
Yeah. 2,547. All right, we're gonna put the comic on hold for a second. 2,547. So just copy the link into a new tab and then do
I got it.
2,547.
All right, hold on. I get what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Hold on. Copy. And then all right, it's 5. Do what now?
2,547.
Car Cat begin another memo.
Okay, so what's happening here is that the trolls can, using their chat log, their chat program Trollian, go to different points in time and have conversations with people.
What?
Yeah. So anyway, he's made like a message board in order to like keep all of this straight. And so it's going with CCG, which is current version of him, and then also future version of him. And the future version of him always hates the past version of himself. And the current version of himself also always hates the past version of himself, but the version that is currently speaking always thinks that it's right, when really only the most future version is. Does that make sense?
Yep. All right, listen. I'll say this. I despise the past version of myself. Like, if I could time travel, I would just beat the shit out of myself.
Mike, don't do this.
It's true.
You're proving them
that's
right.
Accurate.
That's the problem.
Well, if they're right about this aspect of it, then they're fucking right.
Yeah.
Because the past version of myself was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
All
so
right? I a shiftless fucking, I was, drinking and abusing drugs and just fucking being a shithead. Like, there were so many past versions of myself that I actively would hate. Yeah. Totally.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's what it is, then yeah, I'll own that. I'll own that aspect of it. If there's other do I hate my future self? I don't know yet.
If you had a conversation with your future self, would the future self hate you? Like,
you're saying would the future version of myself hate the version of me now?
I feel like I hate the past version of myself as well, though.
At one point, I had cornrows. At one point, I had cornrows. And
I feel like that's legitimate, though.
Strap.
Like, not that you had cornrows and a chin strap. I think hating that is legitimate.
I looked like a juggalo.
I hate that.
Straight up looked like a juggalo.
Yeah.
And without being a juggalo.
Yeah.
Are you seeing what I'm saying? Like, it's valid for me to hate the past version of myself.
Yeah. So just read this. Like, read the first 5 or 6 messages that this guy sends to himself.
It says Homestuck 2547 Carcat begin another memo. Current carcinogenesis right now opened memo on board team Adora Bloodthirsty.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all it says here.
Click the show pester log. Do you not see the stuff under Team Bloodthirsty?
Nah, there's no button that says show pester log actually.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll just.
Yeah, there's just no button for some reason.
Let's see. Where is a good point for you to stop reading this? Where's the conversation about the chair?
Refresh it. I'll refresh it. Hold on. Yeah, it's funny. There's still no button there. That's real. No button. It is a damn shame. Pee pee poo poo fella. Mike, stop fucking around and read. I'm telling you the truth. There's no button for me to click.
Here.
It says can't find what you're looking for. Search again or go home.
2,852 is a better. Okay. Which one was this?
I'm not car catting. Which one? What?
Does it use the R word? Because I'm going to try and save Mike of having to deal with the issue of that.
What, it has like a no word in it? I just won't read it.
They say the R word. I just don't read it, and chat gets mad at me for not reading it. But yeah.
Well, listen, I don't understand why there's no button that I can click here.
Here, go to this page instead.
Yeah, link me up.
Yeah, read like a couple lines of this, but read it like I just told you the stupidest shit you've ever heard in your life.
Like you just told me the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. Right now, open memo on board Fruity Rumpus Asshole Factory. Hey, future me, what do you think about this exploded Jade bot business? Must be something mission critical or Jade wouldn't have bothered getting in touch with us, right? Something imperative to our survival, no doubt. Hey, douchebag, are you there? Yeah, I call myself a douchebag sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, this is who they're saying you are.
I get why now. I get why now. Yeah, I get why. Responded to memo. Oh, geez, why am I doing this? This is so stupid. Oh, that's not.
Yeah, I can. So it's differentiated by the color of the text. So I'll read Jade and you read Carcat for this bit.
All right.
Okay. Oh, geez, why am I still doing this? This is so stupid.
Pipe down, Harley. This practically doesn't even concern you at this point.
Blah, you're so funny.
Nothing to say, future me? Not even a few parting words of scorn from me or the narcoleptic idiot? It's been a while since we've sparred. How I missed the sweet sting of your barbs.
Are you enjoying yourself, Carcat?
Ha ha, you're so dumb. You actually think this is a ruse? You've come all this way. You still don't get that all the shit we've been telling you about is real? Why the fuck would I be pulling a stunt like this? What a waste of time. I really am talking to future me. He's just being an evasive tool.
Well, obviously, I know some things you've said are true. It's just hard to take everything at face value when you're always so nasty.
You know, it's really amazing how behind the times you are. It's almost as if you slept through this whole adventure. Oh, wait, that's essentially true. It was hilarious watching you grow up. You thought you had all the answers, frolicking over your island, being infuriatingly chipper, building robo bunnies like a moron, and ultimately ruining everything. You were so sure your dreams told you everything you needed to know, and now look at you. You suddenly understand jack shit. So he's talking to his past self?
That was
No, not
that
at
was
this point.
that
Not at
was
this
him yelling at her,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
and he's trying to have a conversation with his future self,
Okay.
so that he can yell at them to try and explain what the fuck is going on and how to deal with it. But the future self isn't like around because he's doing shit, if I remember correctly.
Don't you think it's kind of a common thing though for people? I feel like when this guy wrote this, he was playing on the fact that a lot of people do regret like some of the things,
Absolutely.
some of the choices that they made when they were younger. It's not like I'm fucking unique in this.
No,
you know?
not at all. No, but I think it's the like the way he speaks is probably where they're getting this.
All right.
Like, because they do that to me with Dave, because Dave just goes off on fucking rants. Does anyone have a solid Dave rant that I can read?
I want to see if I think it fits you.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Let me see the future. The future guy enters the chat. The future version enters the chat.
Yeah. See, it's the same text color, but
past me is the dumbest bucket of festering discharge I ever fell ass backwards into. Okay, yeah, I get it.
there's relevant art on the board right now. Okay. Yeah, there is one. But this is Can we not have this not be a thing?
Well, someone in chat said we're doing negative pages per minute. Do you want to go back to reading the actual thing?
No. 204?
He just says no. Just no.
This is not 386. 386. Oh, not just 386. All right. I'm out of my room and I'm looking for my bro's game. Where's a good spot for him to just start talking bullshit? What are you, an idiot? Of course there are monsters in your house. You some kind of weird evil monster dimension. Come on. Skepticism is a crutch of his cinematic troglodytes. Like, hey mom, dad, there's some dinosaur or ghost or whatever in my room. Yeah, right, Junior. Go back to bed. Fuck you, mom and dad. How many times are you gonna watch this trope unfold? It wasn't goddamn funny the first time I saw it. Just once I'd like to see the dad crap his pants when the kid says there's a vampire in the closet and oh shit, everyone get in the minivan. Be fucking dad of the year right there. Page 204 is a conversation between Carcat and Dave that we could read. Because that'd be rad. 204 is a conversation between Rose, John, and let's see. There's a meteor coming, and he's so right. Later, but not yet. Okay.
When I put in 204, there's no button. Like, this website is fucked for me for some reason. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, I can't click on the show pester log or anything. I don't know what the fuck. It's doing it to me again.
Please do 829. Oh no, this is one where he raps, isn't it? Hey,
there's a rap?
Yeah, he's the guy who makes Sweet Bro Hella Jeff, and also he's the guy who likes to just bust out fucking raps.
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
Just like he likes to rhyme, but I don't think that he's actually like. Does Mike use no script? That might be the problem.
No, I don't have that on. Mm-mm.
I'm so upset that you can't read it yet. What page is it? I'll write it down, and then I'll make sure that Mike comes back for that. Are you down for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm down for it.
What page does the Dave Carcat thing happen?
No, I had U-block on, is what I had on. So I should be able to find that now if you want me to.
Page 2790.
Wasn't no script.
Okay.
But it was close. But then why didn't it fuck with me the first time? Like because I could read the buttons existed when we were reading
other things
before. Like like why did it work and then not work? Like, I don't...
Like there's an art on the Boro here.
All right.
Of there's like different things that R. Wendell has found that I have said that is like random Dave-esque rants.
Okay.
Fuck the letter Q. I think I've said this before, but we could get rid of the letter Q and just replace it with like KW, because W is like useful even by itself. Like K is even useful by itself. Q is not. Q is never by itself, and it's always with you. It's a tag along. Q is only in the public eye because of you. It's a more successful friend who's actually doing shit. Fuck Q.
Okay, real talk. I feel like I heard you say this.
Yeah, that was me. But that is something that Dave would say, is what they're saying.
Okay. Because I thought you were reading Homestuck. I thought you were reading a page.
Yeah, that's the fucking problem.
Okay, yeah, because that totally is something that, yeah. I remember having that conversation with you.
Yeah.
Extensively.
Mm-hmm.
And this is absolutely, okay.
Right. We already read page 2,700. Wait, 2,790? We've already read
yeah, that is totally, that's so him. That's so something that he would say. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there is a page with Carcat and Dave. I'll link it to you.
This is like when women sit around like talk about what Sex in the City character they are. Oh, you're such a Samantha. This is the same thing, but for Homestuck.
Except for it's forced upon you. They just decide you're a thing.
Mm-hmm. It insists upon itself.
Yeah.
All right. It says John and Dave respond to memo.
I don't remember what's happening at this point. I'll be honest.
Okay, you can now. I can read this.
Okay.
All right? It says EG open memo on board Fruity Rumpus Asshole Factory.
So, context there, the message board for the thing, Carcat didn't get to name it, so his friends just named it Fruity Rumpus Asshole Factory.
Fun.
Just to
actually
fuck with
fun.
Fun.
Okay.
They might say a slur in this, so just kind of like keep.
Not read it. Okay, I cannot read it.
Skip that.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Anyway. So I would be reading the red text, you'd be reading the gray text.
Got it.
And blue text I'll just read real fast.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm here. Oh, hi Dave. Hey. What's going on in here? Some kind of asshole rumpus looks like.
Everybody shut the fuck up. I hate you both, etc., etc., etc. Now that the pleasantries are out of the way, there's important business to discuss. This memo is not about which guy can manage to be the heftiest sack of shame globes to one another. What? It is not about which one of us will most decisively escort the others to school, where they will receive a vast helping of oh snap rammed down their insatiable ignorance shafts. What? This is an important conversation.
Yeah. He talks like that.
What?
Yeah.
This is an important conversation which I believe needs to take place here and now, so you will both shape your shit up and perhaps begin to approximate people who aren't excruciatingly are.
Okay, later, windbag.
Strider, fuck off. And by fuck off, I mean fuck off right back here and listen, you insufferable prick.
Yeah, Dave, don't go. I think we should listen to what he has to say, because I'm a fucking child.
Wait, it doesn't say that.
I'm paraphrasing.
Yes, listen to your leader, Dave. As dumb as Egbert is, he is smarter than you and is the rightful superior among your dreary little party. But I am the superior of both of you, and what you really need to be doing is listening to me. So, Dave, try to keep all those sick fires checked and those stoic lips pursed for a goddamn second, and take this simple bit of hate-friendly advice. Stop hitting on Terezi immediately. It's fucking embarrassing to watch.
Nah. Dave, you're actually hitting on Trizzy? Really? Nah. But whatever he thinks I'm doing, I'm not gonna stop. The guy's jealous because obviously he thinks his girlfriend has a thing for me, you know? He's probably right. I mean, what else is new? Just another lady from outer space macking on me? What chance she's got?
He sounds like a wrestling promo. He really does, Rafe, yeah. Oh, ha, ha, ha. If Smug was a motorcycle, it just jumped over a fucking canyon. The crowd goes wild with dismay and then commits mass suicide.
Carcat, is Trizzy really your girlfriend?
Guess what this conversation is about? Not that particular topic. Also, guess whose business that still isn't? Fucking yours. That's right.
Pretty sure she is. Or at least he thinks that she is or something. Made it pretty obvious when he started ranting at me months ago, back when I suspected these trolls were full of shit, but now look how far we've come. There's not any doubt left on what that's all about.
Even if there was anything going on, which there definitely... Oops, time to mind your own business again, asshole. Our romance is much more complicated than the joke that passes for your understanding of the concept. You only have one quadrant. That's just absurd.
Right. Sounds like it's time to get a clue she's over you, dude. So, what's so different about your romance? What's a quadrant? How many do you have? John, god damn it, stop embarrassing us. First of all, we've got to be on record here of not giving a shit about that. Second, obviously, there's going to be 4 quadrants. Come on.
So are they talking about, like, troll romance?
Yeah,
like
the shipping thing, the little grid thing I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny to read this dialogue and have no fucking idea. Like,
You're doing
what
it
I'm
perfect,
reading.
man.
I have no idea what I'm reading. I don't know what any of this is.
Yeah, no, this is...
So
I don't even remember where we are in this.
And then, like, look at the chat. Like, people are like, this is great. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's so good. Like, I have no fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah, see, that's
Like,
the
at
thing, is that's why they're
How-
saying that.
Like, how could you like that? Like, how like, how could you want that? Like, I don't...
See, I think
John-
they just have gotten used to me not having any idea what the fuck is going on.
That's what it is. All right. Well, I'm just using my own voice. I'm not trying to do any voice for
Right.
it. I'm just
Yeah.
again. It would be better if I had, you know, when actors say they want motivation.
Mm-hmm. If I told you
I
what the
could probably
motivation
do-
was,
I
I
could
don't know what
probably
the
do it
motivation
better.
here is. I think,
I'm just reading it angry because the guy seems like he's in permanent dick mode.
yeah, he basically is. Yeah.
Captain Waddle says having a new ignorance is refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your motivation
John-
is you're angry about everything.
I take back everything I said about you being the smart one. Dave is now the leader, even though he's a smug shit stain with shades and a poker face. If there were 5, they'd be called quintrants. Get it?
Wow. Okay. Who cares? Jeez.
Yes, exactly. Who cares? As fascinating as a lecture on all that would be, it's not what this is about. Which brings me to a related point of business. John, don't think I didn't notice how many E's you just typed there. That's got to stop too.
What does?
Oh my God, that is me. Oh my God, that's me bitching about ellipses.
No. That's
Oh
So
my God,
this is so Terezi.
Oh my
she
God.
does like 8 of everything, and there's 8 E's there.
Okay, so that is actually, it's not the same thing. Okay.
No.
But it's a little.
It's kind of scary how quickly you were like, that's fine. That's Vriska. Okay, why is it? Wait, what the fuck then?
What's Friska?
Vriska is the one with 8 everything. I get things
Oh.
mixed up fairly often.
Well, when you have 5,000 characters that each have a fucking alternate version of themselves, at least one alternate version of themselves in like 18 different timelines, it's a miracle that doesn't happen to you more often.
Bro, you don't even know. Like Dave, like so they all have like you remember Navi from Zelda?
Yeah.
They all have like a little sprite that helps them
listen.
out, and it's based on like something they throw in there, right?
Uh-huh.
So like John, the blue text guy, he throws his grandma, like her ashes get thrown into it on accident, right?
Dear Christ.
And so
Okay.
like her like she's like his guiding spirit through the first like half of the comic, right?
Grandmother's ashes. Okay.
Just grandma,
Okay. Grandma is okay. So he's
right?
got like a grandma now
Who's
being
also
Sprite,
like got a
grandma
little
Sprite.
bit of clown involved, so she's like wearing a clown outfit and is a ghost.
All right. Okay. I'm not gonna ask why, even though part of me wants to.
Just there was a clown there, and it fell into the thing, and if it touches the thing, then it becomes part of it within a certain time frame.
All right.
Anyway, so that was his, but like fucking Dave just he fucks around with time so much that just like a failed timeline version of himself just became the little Navi for himself. So they have like
Okay, so
it's just like him.
it's himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a clusterfuck.
Captain Waddle theorizes that this is like a sick what's the word? Not revenge necessarily, Captain Waddle, but like Schadenfreude. That's not the right word either. Like you're inflicting this on me because this was inflicted on you.
No, because I feel like this would be a good stream, and I think I'm right.
I'm having a good time. This is fun.
It's I mean, I
No.
feel like you kind of understand this.
I love reading things. I do it on my channel like every once in a while whenever I find something sufficiently stupid
Right.
to read. Like I did the Sonic the Hedgehog Sonic High School. You ever read Sonic High School?
No.
So again, it's just a really bad fanfic that may or may not be ironically bad. My Immortal. I read My Immortal.
My Immortal I've heard of.
You and I have both done WikiHow articles.
Mm-hmm.
The Eye of Argon with Fred Knudsen. Also Empress Teresa, which was a fucking wild ride.
Yeah.
It's just I'm gonna say I almost like doing this as much as I like streaming video games.
Well, yeah, like I feel like that I've hit a do not read
More
Homestuck.
sometimes. Like more sometimes. I like doing this more than streaming video games sometimes. Yeah.
Sure.
But so yeah, I'm always down to do something like this. Anyway, we could keep reading this.
We might want to stop soon. Maybe we should make it around 10 pages that we finish.
So we've been streaming for like
2.5 hours, and we've
2.5 hours. All right, we've only got through like 4 pages, and most of those pages are just are art, and are not text. Where there was nothing to read, it was just a GIF.
Yeah.
So we actually only read through like 1 page.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back to the main story.
Right,
I feel
yeah.
like I feel like I'm fucking you up a little bit. I feel like
no, this is literally like chat just gets on my ass about like Dave moment. Stop it, and I'm like,
Dave
what? A Dave moment is just where I just start fucking ranting about some random bullshit for like you know
we have
how
Dave
I do.
Moments, like every day, like every time me and you stream together, and just on our own. We're constantly going on tangents that have nothing to do with anything that's going on.
Right, yeah. But I think it's like the specific like cadence, similar to how that cadence seemed very similar to the cadence that you would use with Carcat.
I get it. You fucking talking about how the letter Q isn't valid, and me just being
that
angry
would be
and,
a Dave moment. Would be the Q thing.
Me with the anger and the self-loathing and calling people out on like, using too many ellipses.
Right, and me being a pretentious jackass who thinks he's cool but isn't.
Oh, you are cool. I think you're cool.
Well, thank you.
I do think you're cool.
Thank you.
Right.
I think you are cool. Also,
Well,
I'm from Texas, and I used to have sword fights with my brother.
Okay. So also Dave.
Those are also he's from Texas. That doesn't help my case at all.
That doesn't help your case.
Yeah.
No. All right. What do you want to do?
I mean, I'm kind of okay with not making that much profit. I haven't Bilbo'd. You're right. I haven't Bilbo'd. Give me a second.
Oh, you're gonna play? You play that song during?
Yeah, I need. Yeah, Bilbo Baggins. Yeah, and I can't play it at regular speed because YouTube will copyright claim it.
So you gotta do it really slow.
I got to do it really slow or real fast. Since you're a guest here, hyper speed or slow speed, Nightcore or Funeral Dirge. Your choice. Or both. You could go with both.
Can I have both at the same time?
Yes, you may.
Yeah, give me both at the same time.
Okay, cool.
I can't decide. I'm too indecisive.
It's okay. It's a hard decision. I have a hard time with it. I switch it sometimes like halfway through. All right, here we go.
In the middle of the earth, in the land of Shire, lives a brave little hobbit whom we all admire. With his long wooden pipe, spicy woody toast, lives in the hobbit hole, and everybody knows him. Hobbits are these little folks, you know. They're never in a hurry and they take things slow. They don't like to travel alone home. They just like to eat and be left alone. But one day Bilbo was asked to go on a big adventure to the caves below. To help some dwarves get back their gold that was stolen by a dragon in the days of old Bilbo. He was chased by wolves, lost in the forest, escaped near the barrel from the elves. It's all Bilbo.
Rev,
Yeah.
you know what I just noticed for the first time?
What?
Are those women twerking?
No, they're doing some weird like 60s, 70s dance.
Yeah, but they're butt shaking. It's like a weirdly like prophetic twerking, like a primitive, like a proto twerking, which is crazy, and it kind of makes me want to see like a rap version of this.
I don't think you can make this song any better than it is.
How do you improve upon perfection?
It is. There's nothing that can be done to make this any less white.
It would have to be redone from scratch. Bilbo Vanu. Oh, dude. Yeah, does Dave not rap?
He does rap, yeah.
Alright, dude. Nimoy sings Bilbo Baggins' rap version.
I don't think you can make it a rap.
I think you can.
I don't think you can.
Is that a challenge?
No. You could make it a rap, but like I feel like you've changed it.
But you shouldn't. You feel like
Yeah.
at that point it's so fundamentally different from what it was that it's not the same song anymore.
We're almost to the part where he fucks the goblin.
You know I'm on a Twitch delay, so
Yeah. Show him Carkalicious. Carkalicious is cursed and also copyrighted. You remember the song Fergalicious?
yeah, awful song. But
Yeah.
yes.
So what
Awful,
if you
fucking
did what if a teenager regrettably posted their like what if Carcat sang it?
Oh, like the Homestuck character that I was just doing the voice for?
Yeah, what if he did like a thing?
That'd be pretty stupid if somebody were to do that. Are you telling me that exists? Is he playing it?
No, I just had a flashback.
Fuck with the goblins.
It's about like 1:13 if I remember correctly. We got like a full almost minute until that point. We've hit it twice at 2 times speed, but
Oh, so you just like go out of your way. When you do these streams, you're going out of your way to not read Homestuck.
does anyone know what my average pages per minute is? Someone have a stat on that?
Like, that's at any point
Like
read
people have done
Homestuck?
the stat. We've done about 9 pages in this stream in the course of like what is it? 60 times 2
fucking
plus
ridiculous.
30 divided by 9. We've done 1 per page per 16 minutes. For reference.
Jesus
Someone
Christ.
actually knows what this number is, I'm sure. Like what my actual pages per minute is.
That's great.
4713 is the page where it starts if you haven't read it yet. You found the spreadsheet. Yeah, someone made a spreadsheet. Yeah. Of
For your PPM.
Yeah, here, I'll link it to you.
So every time you do one of these streams, they log how much time it takes you to get you however many
and
pages.
they even have a graph.
There's a graph.
Is this line right here this stream that we just did?
Oh, the nosedive. I see the nosedive. Yeah.
How is a nosedive possible?
That's today.
Yeah.
That nosedive is today. You were doing so good. I ruined your life.
No, it's okay. It's normally like that. And I feel like that's that's not accurate. Cuz we went back. Yeah. No, someone's editing it in real time.
Oh, okay.
So it's fine. But yeah, let's see what is the pages per minute. Thank you, by the way, to I looks like Dustin Competent who's working on this. Pages per minute 1.82 is I think the best I've done. Yeah. So somewhere between like 1.82. Today's stream, I guess I did 0.05. Previous worst was 0.11.
So the average length of the streams is probably something like 3 hours. I'm gonna say
2 hours ish.
2 hours.
Yeah. So
you're just like you're barely reading this at all.
Well, okay, but they're also pages that are just walls of text.
Yeah. All right. When you hit one of those, that's gonna take your PPM down.
Yeah, exactly. It also doesn't help that I just like throw on Bilbo every now and then.
Is that slow-mo Bilbo still playing?
I just turned it back on.
All right, good. Figured I had to mute the stream because I was hearing our voices doubled and it was fucking with me. It's freaking me out. You know? This is the 40th stream?
It might be.
The 40th stream. Well, you're halfway through it, aren't you?
No, I don't think I'm anywhere fucking close. Well, how many pages are there to this fucking bullshit? Like, yeah, no. Yes, Jurada just said I'm about a third of the way in. 9,372 pages.
And right now, this is like 4 something?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then there's Homestuck 2, which started just slightly after I started reading this. And I agreed. I was like, I'll read one page for $25 raised for the Variety's Hope charity, right?
Yeah.
And then they were like, because I would have promised to read more pages than existed. And I was like, I got away with murder, man. All I got to do is read all of Homestuck that exists, which I didn't realize how much that was. But then they were like, what if there was more?
Well, you did not say that you were going to read Homestuck 2.
I said, I will read one page of Homestuck per $25 raised.
They got you on a technicality.
I feel like so. I feel like I have to read it.
It exists, therefore you must read it. Well, the guy seems to take 3-year breaks once in a while. So like maybe you get, he decides to take another 3-year hiatus, and then there's 3 years where you're off the hook.
We'll see what the audience looks like by the time that I actually get to Homestuck 2. And we'll see whether or not people actually want me to read Homestuck 2. Homestuck 2 and the epilogue of this one are very controversial.
Apparently it doesn't have anything to do with the guy who wrote this.
Yeah, he's an e-boy now.
Yeah, I had heard that. Isn't he like 40 or something? Like
He's like round about our age, I think.
All right, so that's an E-man at that point. He hid some Toblerones in the forest. He buried Toblerones in case people started raiding.
No, he did it as like if you want them and you find them, I'll let you edit anything in Homestuck.
So this guy, he bought a bunch of Toblerone candy bars,
Yeah.
chocolate bars.
Uh-huh.
He buried them somewhere in the forest.
Not a forest, apparently. I've
Okay,
heard it
and
always as a forest.
And he said, okay, listen, he went on social media, and he was like, if anybody finds these buried Toblerone bars,
No.
you can then change Homestuck as you see fit. Is that accurate?
I think so. Not a forest in the desert?
Okay, so do we have anywhere we could start?
In multiple
Looking for
places
the-
in multiple countries,
geographically?
he hid Toblerones.
Do we have any hints about where they might be?
State parks, apparently. One was found.
Somebody actually found one.
Yeah.
And then they immediately used it to edit Homestuck, so all of it is deleted.
No, they they changed it
hold-
so that way something.
Just hold backspace for fucking 9,000 whatever pages to make
Yeah,
it so it
it's-
never happened.
It's the longest piece of literature outside of the Super Smash Brothers fan fiction.
What if we find one of the Toblerones and then we just again we erase all of it and replace it with the B movie script?
Hussey's most recent contribution to Homestuck 2 is a character named Yiffy Longstockings.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Apparently that was spoilers, so never mind.
Yiffy Longstock.
I'm going to forget that by the time I actually get there. Let's. I'll be a little bit honest.
I'm gonna assume is a furry, like
Who knows?
Like Yiffy Longstockings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, that's very spoilery. That
That's
there is
very
a character-
spoilery. Yeah.
That there is a
Chad is.
character named Yiffy Longstockings is a spoiler. Just you can't even know the name of a fucking character without.
Yeah,
being
no,
a
but
spoiler.
like they're right because it's like literally like that thing that we saw earlier with like John like being referenced and like whatever like that was all like foreshadowed like 3 months ago of me reading this.
Do you think that Yiffy Longstocking is being foreshadowed like right now as we're reading this?
Probably not.
Probably not, right?
Probably not.
So then it's not a spoiler, right?
It is because it's a thing that happens.
It's just the character's name. It's a character's name. We can, I think, pretty safely assume that it's a furry character
Probably.
of some kind who may or may not wear stockings. Okay? So
I remember Pippi Longstockings. I've seen the fucking anime.
Pippi Longstockings was
She looks like the
American-
Wendy's chick.
an American cartoon, wasn't it?
I think they made an American cartoon of it.
I think it started that. He's using the word anime like
No, I think there
like-
actually
like
was an
any
anime,
fucking-
right?
Any fucking cartoon is an anime.
I think there was an anime, legitimately.
Like a Japanese version of Pippi Longstocking is what you think
Pippi
exists.
Longstockings cartoon.
It's definitely not an anime. It's not from Japan. Like
They did like an American. Oh God, it is. Why the fuck did I remember this as being like an anime? Like I legitimately thought this was like some fucking Moomin thing where like it was from like Sweden, but they made it like
oh fuck,
an
It's from
anime.
Canada.
But no, it's legitimately just it looks like golden era American cartoons.
Yeah, she looks like the Wendy's Wendy.
She
the Wendy's
does.
Wendy. Yeah, the Wendy.
I had to actually like make sure that when I clicked over here that it wouldn't be fucked up because I don't know the internet anymore apparently. But yeah. Can I show Mike the baby is you?
What's the baby is you?
I mean,
Well, lay it on me. Where is it?
so you know,
He's having a hard time with this, huh?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
We'll 3, 2, 1 this, okay?
Okay. I'm ready.
All right. All right. So when I say go, click, okay?
Yep. Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
That's 13. That's 14 minutes long.
Yeah. We don't have to watch all of it. In fact, I highly recommend that we don't.
Okay.
This is like a fan thing that Toby Fox was involved in.
The music.
Yeah. He reused this song in the Pokemon song that he worked on.
Oh, this is the Mpreg song.
This is the Impreg song.
Oh, I know of this. Yeah, I know of this. Yeah.
So anyway, apparently it got so bad that they kept shipping people on the forums that they had to ban it.
Which prompted Toby Fox to become involved in this animation.
To do a shit post where it's
It's
this.
a shit post, yeah. It's a shit post.
Hi, I'm John Egbert, and I tell you about my rock opera that's totally like, oh my god, Dave, what the fuck are you doing on the ground writhing in pain?
Nothing, John.
Are we gonna watch this whole thing?
Oh my god, Dave, what happened to you?
I'm not. I am pregnant.
Oh,
How is that possible? Who's the father?
Father, I can't tell you, John.
Oh.
Who's the
Mike,
baby?
this is just...
John, is you.
No,
You're the
Dave.
baby. All of the babies. All of
Yeah,
You're the
take
ba-
you to a hospital.
Yeah.
What do you say?
John, just the only
Can
way
we
to
stop this now, chat?
is through song.
Where's the part where it's clearly the song from Pokemon?
You know what's great though is saying that I'm Mpreg and the baby is you is something that like would happen in the story.
All bored with nothing to do.
Yeah.
I got it didn't fit the.
You are the baby.
100,000 years ago, far in the depths,
It's near the
Is
end.
this like
that we call
a full-on fucking rock opera?
babies.
Yeah, click about 13 minutes in.
The amount of work that must have went into this is insane. 13 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yep, that's from Pokemon.
That's the baby is you. The baby is true, Mike. The baby is you.
All right.
Are we done tonight? Are we done?
This is like these people might need to, I don't know, get lives. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Lives, get them. Right.
I feel like it's targeting a very specific vulnerable group of people
That's what I'm saying.
who would be nostalgic for internet culture.
Yes.
And
A
this
very specific subset
and a
of
very
people.
bizarre clusterfuck of songs and
Yeah.
and things and motifs would be enough to like string things together.
Right.
There's a lot of art here. I think I'm gonna skip this weird pornographic one of Mr. Bucket sucking off car cat.
Wait, whoa. We're gonna wrap up. We're not gonna finish like even this section that we were on here reading it.
Mike, this section. Okay, fine. We'll finish this section.
Just finish like the like have like a good place to end.
Okay.
Because right now I feel like this is in the middle of a thing. No.
It is, yes, but it's always in the. Okay, let's finish her explaining her dream.
Yes. That sounds
2015 is a good stopping point. That's like 3 pages from here. Cool.
good. Okay.
Okay.
That works.
Yeah. I heard whispers, but I couldn't make out what they were saying, so I got closer. All they were all saying the same thing over and over. Also, I noticed that fucking that right there. I see that shit. Lord English bullshit. Get the fuck out.
Should I ask what Lord English is?
He's already here. That guy, Elmo.
Elmo is Lord English.
Yeah.
What? Why is Elmo Lord English?
Because
That's the puppet. That's
the-
her brother's puppet.
Yeah, the brother's puppet who got possessed by the devil, sort of,
Okay, that's Lord English.
is
Okay.
Lord English.
Okay.
The page is dead. Our hope is lost.
Oh wait, you're reading my character, aren't you?
Oh, I am. Go ahead.
The page is dead. Our hope is lost.
And there she
The
goes.
page? Who's that?
Jake, the baby was you.
Mike, don't do this.
The baby
No.
is you.
No,
The
Mike,
baby
no, Mike,
is
no.
you. The baby is you, Rev. It's you. Tee-hee.
Are we done? Are we done with Mike?
I'm on the next page. You should go to the next page.
Yeah, all right. Oh, drat. Are you sure?
Yes. I saw your body lying in a sort of coffin on a bed of flowers. You were dead as a doornail. Everyone was so distraught, including me. Frowny face. But before I could get too horribly upset,
Wait a minute. Is that the fucking guy from Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
On-
So
and
she-
Dr. Manhattan with his penis cover coming up.
Yeah, so he sent
Fucking guy had the fucking David Cross
so
from Arrested Development.
yeah, he sent
fuck
he
is
sent Blue Min to her because
Okay.
he's like, "Well, I'm into this shit."
Okay.
And like I think that she's actually into mustachioed men.
Okay. So there's a crossover of blue and mustached men.
Yeah, specifically
Mustachio.
like yeah, I think that's it.
And also that character from that God damn it, that weird movie, Little Monsters. Little
Uh-huh.
Monsters. Yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Have you ever seen Con Air?
No.
Con Air
Maybe.
is it's absolutely integral to the plot of Homestuck, as
Are you
is
fucking
Juggalos.
serious?
Yeah,
Con
no,
Air is the one where is it Harrison Ford? No.
no, that would be a good
it's- it's-
movie. No.
It's fucking like terrorists hijack Air Force One.
No, that's no.
Or
Con Air
something,
is it's fucking what's his name? Not Jack Nicholson. It's the bees.
That guy.
Bees, the bees.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah, Nicolas Cage is a con man,
Okay.
and I think he's on a plane. I haven't actually
Alright.
seen it, so I don't know, but it's incredibly relevant.
You have to watch it then. Or
But
you're not gonna know what the fuck's going on.
Well, there's this bunny that Sean gets as a gift for his birthday. That's how the comic starts, and it's the bunny from the movie because he's such a huge like fan of
The movie.
shitty movies like that.
There's a rabbit in Con Air.
Yeah. And that rabbit has time traveled through like multiple dimensions now. You can see it in this little sprite that we're looking at right now, under like with the little hat and the jacket.
The fuck are you looking at? Oh, it's a teddy bear.
No, that's a rabbit.
All right. Fucking a rabbit from the movie Con Air is okay.
It's relevant. It's the thing that ties all the timelines together in a way.
You want me to read this? Let me read this.
They're both rabbits. Yeah, they're both the same thing, but they're from different universes. Is that it? Yeah. They're the same bunny, but from different universes.
Well, hold on a minute. Her brother is the one that's got the kink for blue men. No, she's got the blue
No,
men kink.
that's not her brother. That's just some friend. But they're probably related because of slime.
Oh yeah, of course, slime.
Yeah, well, that's how John made his grandparents in the first place.
Okay, not her brother.
Slime
It's
brother.
the exact same rabbit. Those two rabbits are the exact same rabbit.
Right.
Alright. So the fucking okay. her brother, her brother, or
she
her
doesn't
friend,
have a
Jake,
friend.
the other character,
Right.
the other character
Right.
that we were
That I'm
the
reading the
one-
voice for.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is attracted to blue women.
Yes.
But here, she is waking up in a bed with blue men around her.
he's-
So
He sent her that.
he sent that to her. He sent
Yeah.
her the posters because he was like, "Well, listen, everybody loves blue men, blue people. Everybody loves blue people. So I'm going to send her like what I think she would like, which is blue men."
Yeah, he gave her those pictures.
Okay. All right. We understand that Jane and Jake
As
are
a
not
joke, but he's actually kind of into it.
related. He likes blue people. Okay.
Blue girls. Like Smurfette.
But before I could get too horribly upset, let alone make any sense of it, I woke up. I, of course, immediately wanted to tell you all about. But it was still well before sunrise for you, and you were surely still asleep. Then, as the day went on, I guess I became distracted by other things. You know how it is. I hope I'm not too late to warn you. Though, to be frank, I don't have the foggiest clue what it is I'm warning you about. Dear Jacob, please do not try to have already died in my dream. Likely while you were sleeping, perhaps peacefully.
Haha, I see your point.
Do you? Because I don't.
Still, I think you'll agree that it's to be viewed as a troubling omen. I still care for you very much, and I don't know what I'd do if I lost you both in my dreams and here in this world. So for whatever good it does, just please be extra careful out there today.
Roger that, Janie. And same goes for you. Be careful with those various rogues accosting you with foul play lately and whatnot. Because, well, I sure do care a lot about you too, you know that.
Hooray, will do. Winky face with the B, capital B.
It's because
Now
she's got, like, buck teeth.
Oh, haha, teehee. Now let's get this silly old adventure off to the races before the coat of dust it's growing gets any thicker.
Booyah! Okay, good luck, Jane. Keep me posted. See ya.
Ceased bothering Gutsy Gumshoe.
Yeah.
So there you go. That feels like a good stopping point.
Yeah,
for
we
you.
can stop there.
Yeah, that feels like a good one, a good stopping point. Okay.
Yeah. So now I can check the art.
Okay.
Did I already click that one? I think I already clicked that one. Let's refresh. Okay. All right. There's a whole bunch of art. I'm gonna just pull it up on stream.
All right.
We've got this one from Jerated. It's Sweet Jabroni and Hella Rev.
Oh, that's excellent.
It is.
the fucking the Mr. Bucket.
Yeah. It's just and then Jerome in the background. Jerome is not even as a joke my favorite Homestuck character.
What's his deal?
So so just like they have like it's Sweet Bro Hella Jeff, right? You've seen any of those?
Yeah, I've seen him.
Okay, so just imagine any of those, but then just Jerome is in it. Like he doesn't do anything. It's just he's there and there's an arrow pointing to him and it says Jerome.
Okay. All right, that's it, huh?
Yeah.
Look in the top left. Though.
Yeah, I know. I see it. I'm ignoring it.
Uh-huh.
The mayor is good too. I like the mayor. The mayor is very good. But
Sweet Jabroni and Hella Rev. That's good.
that's very good. Thank you, Jerated. We've got this one from Kiri Mix. And it's you saying I don't get it. And I say, yeah.
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 Yeah, you're not gonna. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I guess you're Dave and I'm fucking what's his name?
Carcat.
Carcat.
I like how they slightly altered his logo so that way instead of it being like the what is it, Aquarius or Pisces symbol, it's been shifted 90 degrees. So it's 69.
69. Yeah. Yeah, I would do that.
That's good. It's Cancer. Of course it's Cancer. I know that it's Cancer because that's important because he ends up giving the universe cancer.
Oh, I see what he did there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Foreshadowing. See, all of the different trolls are like, astrological signs relative to them, and his is Cancer, and then he's. Why are you telling me spoilers? He's not gonna go back and read it. You're not gonna go back.
There is a overwhelmingly good chance that I'm not gonna go read this.
Let me tell you, I've read. This is stream 40 or 30.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which. I've read 2 to 3 hours per stream.
You're not even a quarter.
I'm
or a third.
almost a third of the way done with it.
Mhm.
This next one is from Salmon Newt.
Even if I just read it myself, I don't know. I don't read these days.
Yeah.
I'm not a reader anymore. I used to be.
Like, I
So
listen to
who's-
audiobooks, but that's about it.
Who's this character?
This is Dave, but it's Dave's, you know how I was telling you about their navies?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is his Colonel Sprite. And so it got combined with, like, a random dead bird that was on the roof of his apartment.
Okay.
And so it's like he's part dead crow and also, like, a ghost and also a future version of himself from a doomed timeline.
Okay.
So anyway, but then they've also drawn him as, like, a samurai because that would be rad.
That's okay. So on top of everything you just said, now that like,
They
artist
just
interpreted.
this artist specifically
Yeah.
has drawn it as a samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good art.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Uh,
fucking great.
we got this one from Perpetual Reality. Chat stonk PPM -413 exchange, and they were
Yeah,
just talking
guys,
about random shit.
I feel like responsible for that. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry that,
I mean,
that Rev
like,
didn't read any
This
Homestuck.
is
because
so. This
because I
would be
was here.
technically the worst page per minute that I've had, but understand that the second worst is not too far behind.
All right, good.
And I also had to explain 4,000 pages of comic to you, so you'd have some context of what was going on. I feel like
Okay.
chat is fine with it. If they weren't fine with me bullshitting and fucking around for a majority of a stream, they would have left ages ago.
Well, here's the good news. If you ever want to have me come back here to do this with you again,
Hmm.
I don't need to be caught up.
Yeah, I feel like I've done a good job in doing that, so we can just read.
Right? So, in this image, I could see that you're talking about your Sonic the Hedgehog porn flash game,
Uh-huh.
and I'm talking about the fucking taxidermy deer, but just the back half.
Right, yeah.
Right.
That was good.
And somehow stonks are involved.
yeah, well, the pages per minute stonk is going down.
Sell. Yeah.
Then we got this one from Anna LRK, and it's of me being Dave and you as being Carcat.
Oh, they're very cute. That's cute.
I've ignored
Blah.
your art. Okay, no, I've just missed it, and I'm going in order backwards. This is Windows. Couldn't. Oh fuck! In the background, they've done the lyrics from Carcalicious.
Oh, there
Couldn't
you
be
go.
bothered to draw this properly, but it's
What is
you
it?
with the lyrics of Carcalicious in the background.
What is that thing that I'm holding?
I don't. I would assume it's your mask, but it says I couldn't be bothered to draw this properly. I think they ran out of
Well,
time.
It looks fucking cool. But yeah, I guess some car cat now. Okay.
Yeah, enjoy that. I'm Dave.
There were a couple, just a couple of characteristics where I have to own up to it.
Where it's, no, but the thing is, it's so like you hate your past self and you get angry, and it's funny when you get angry. Those are the things that link you with him.
Yeah, that's it. All right.
And
mean,
I
again,
talk bullshit for like hours, and I live in Texas. Those are
and
the
also
things that
people-
they're grasping onto to make it a thing.
Yeah, it's very tenuous. But their thing is that these two characters get shipped a lot, so they're saying that now me and you fuck.
Yeah, that's also
Is that-
happening. Let's ignore
is
that
that
as
happening?
well.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Good.
that's a really
Good.
like popular ship is
Good.
to have them shipped. Yeah.
All right. Why?
Oh.
So you see Direbor's emote that has Obama making out with Shrek.
Unfortunately.
All right. Well, there's one. I think I might have the emote slot for this.
Uh huh.
For anybody who doesn't know, I have a Twitch channel. My name is Jabroni Mike. I have a Twitch channel. And let me just try to entice these people who might not know me to come check out my content. I'm about to upload an emote that is Shrek and Shadow the Hedgehog. But Shadow the Hedgehog is Mpreg with Shrek's baby.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Now listen, there's there's a reason for it. This is going to get people to come.
What?
This is going to get people to come to my channel.
Oh.
The reason for it is it's just a stunning emote. Okay, now I know there are people here who earlier were hearing me say that I don't like green men and I'm not into green men.
Mike.
It's true that I'm not.
Mike.
But somebody made this emote for me and it looks great. You have to use Mike, that's gonna fuck you over if it gets removed.
Yeah,
this is one of those things where I think I have to do it because I said I was gonna do it.
Where's the it depends on what it looks like. But in addition to that, if you want more of our banter in the meantime until we do this again, we also have been streaming Minecraft and Terraria together. We do Terraria every Monday on alternating channels, either his or mine. Next week it'll be on
yours.
Mine? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the week after that, it'll be his, and so on and so forth. I'll show him Lord English. I will get around to it. But
it's like the same thing that we did tonight.
Except instead of not making any progress in Homestuck, we're not making any progress in Terraria.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. We just sit here and talk about random nonsense.
It's the Rev and Mike bullshit podcast.
And we're just living our lives, man. You know, we're playing video games and having a good time, I guess. What is that?
It's Sweet Rev and Hella Mike in Terraria.
A whole comic?
Yeah, we got
in Terraria.
In Terraria, yeah. Here, you read
God.
your parts and I'll read my parts.
All right.
I think.
Can you make it bigger?
Yeah, that's about as big as it's gonna be. I think you're the blue one.
Life has many doors. The door. All right, so there's me. Dude, Open the door. I need to give you more cum facts.
What even are you talking about, you dumb shit bastard? Open the door, cause it be locked.
That's fucking great. What? Bro, I am telling you, this door will not allow ingress. Bro, I cannot enter our home. Fucking yes! I cannot enter our home, dog. The door is stuck on this whack-ass banner. Fucking great. I have to tell you about Pro Gerard's cock, bro.
No, you have to open it outways.
Dog, help! I can't get in.
God damn it! You absolute chim.
Dude, I'm dying.
Turn around.
It's so perfect. Dude, it's not working.
Turn around, dump ass.
It won't open, man.
Turn around. Perfect. Not like that. Fuck. Stop grabbing me. Jeez, fucking cock. Even what is with you indoors?
This is so good. G, Rustle, term. G, dude, what was that? What the? Okay. End of page 1.
Yep, and
Dude,
back up
I'm
to the top.
Tears.
Complex. The door. Stare.
Okay, so there's a goblin here now.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Stare. The door. Zop. All right, so I've been zopped.
Yeah.
Oh, what? I louder than a goddamn jet engine. That's true. Okay. And they fuck the goblins. It's really good.
It is. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I do make loud noises. Who made this? This is outstanding.
Boyard. did, and it's the one and only thing they've ever posted on the Boru, apparently.
This is so motherfucking accurate to like me and you playing Terraria.
It
This
is.
Oh, that is genius.
That's very
Currencio.
good.
That's the only word. The only word for that is fucking absolute genius.
It's very good.
Oh my god, that's good.
We've got
Oh.
this from Daddy Rev, which is regrettable. Show Mike Elmo. I will. I'll show him Lord English.
He's like, Jesus Christ, relax.
I gotta show him all of the art. I will show him Lord English. Calm your tits. We got this from R. Wendell.
Other way, dumbass.
You still haven't gotten over that, have you?
Oh, it's so good. I am seriously this close to losing my shit right now.
Carcat, your fingers are touching.
What?
That's an old meme, but it's a good one.
There's Bored in chat. Yeah, dude. That fucking hit the spot.
Yeah.
Again, like the Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff is like the only thing that I knew more or less about Homestuck. Like I'd seen a bunch of those.
The writing
comics.
is like it gets to that every now and then. Sweet Bro Hella Jeff is like very clearly parodying those like shitty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but it's just perfect. It's just
Yeah.
on its own, it's hilarious to me. I feel like
Yeah, and they just make random references to it.
Rev.
Yeah.
This is a bucket.
Oh, right. This is a bucket.
And then, dear God.
There's more.
And then just my face in horror. That's it.
It's a Team Fortress 2 reference.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah,
Don't
do
know
you
that.
remember that?
Nope.
Oh, okay, there was
I never played that game. I don't know anything
No,
about
there was
that
like an
game.
animation where it's just like they have to like draw lots, and like the soldier
okay.
doesn't fucking understand what's going on, so like he puts the bucket down on the table for them to draw lots, and he goes, "This is a bucket. It's this scene," and the soldier just doesn't understand what the fuck is going on at all.
Yeah, well, it's pretty accurate to the situation over here, don't you think?
Yeah. Those Team Fortress 2 cartoons are pretty fucking good. Like, even if you don't play it, I didn't really ever get into TF2, and it was great.
Yeah, this shit's on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. Zachariah Ribbit, thank you for the art. We've got this one from Jack Nerick of us as, like, crunched,
Let me see.
like, Socrates and Plato, like, discussing things.
Oh, can I be Socrates? I want to be Socrates.
All right.
Let me be Socrates.
Meeting of the
I'm
minds.
so totally crates. Oh, which reminds me, I got to get back into Hades. I might do Hades tomorrow night at some point. Fucking, have you played that game yet?
No, I've seen
Well,
that
you into
people...
you into roguelites? Like you are, right?
It depends. It really depends. You know? And that's the problem, is either I love it or I hate it.
Hades is pretty solid, man. You should give it. You should at least
Is it
check
like
out.
Binding
You
of Isaac, or is it...
No, I would not compare it to Binding of Isaac. Nah.
Look at
it's,
chat. I'm looking at chat. My Summer Cars are roguelike. Okay?
No, it isn't.
Vaguely. It's not random.
Yeah, it is. It is frantic, Tiffyus. I got to the boss where you fight the Minotaur and the other guy in the Coliseum. They make you fight both of them at once.
It's made by the people who
And-
made Bastion. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's like Bastion.
Yeah, permadeath. But Bastion wasn't Bastion like it wasn't a roguelite, was it, Bastion? No.
Read the other Dave quotes.
No.
What the ones on the Tumblr page? I think I read those I feel like I read those the other day, and I don't want to click over and see Carcat's titties again.
What is this art you got here?
This is there's a lot of explanation here, but it's from Nikla, and it's of So one of the trolls ends up dying, and then they've got a guy who's really into horses.
What do you mean into horses?
Like, it might be sexual. But then he's also like a really skilled robot guy.
He makes robots.
He can make robots, so he makes a robot for her body soul to be in to bring her back, but then also makes it so that way she's programmed to be in love with him.
Wow, what a simp. I don't know if I'm using that word right.
You're
It felt
not,
like the right
but it's
place to-
okay.
no.
But I feel like it was the right energy. You had the right energy going into that. So yeah.
It's cool art though.
Yeah, it is cool art. So anyway, that's her on the left being like alive, and then on the right as a robot, and then Vriska being in the background controlling the strings.
Can I I just want to be clear on something.
Yeah.
There's a piece of art on that Buru that's of Mr. Bucket like
No, I
sucking
saw
your,
it.
sucking your dick.
It's sucking Carcat's dick, I'm pretty sure.
Car cat's dick. Mr. Bucket.
Yep.
That's definitely against the rules, the Buru rules.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to ignore it.
But it's hard
Click
not
on
to
the
laugh
link,
at it.
source link for the Carcat art. This one? Oh, there is. Oh, I see. Oh, fuck, they did this to you too.
Let me see.
Carcat, by this point of the story, must also be awfully tired. Also, PSA. Carcat Ventes has hardly slept the entirety of the troll session, which lasted for 600 hours. Half of his friends are dead. Only woke up on Prospect because he passed out from shock of unexpectedly watching Tavros get his legs sawed off in preparation to receive robo-legs. But nobody explained that beforehand. Woke up on
Hate when
Prospect.
that happens. I
Yeah.
hate when that happens.
So the same robot that made the robot that the Ardea that I was just explaining,
Yeah.
he was like, I can make robot legs since you broke your legs because you were mind controlled to jump off a cliff. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
He makes legs for that guy.
Okay.
Anyway, that happened, and he wasn't ready for it. Woke up on Prospect just in time to get killed by Jack Noir as Prospect was being destroyed. Then saw the horror terrors in his dreams for the first time and woke up and immediately forbid everyone from sleeping. Hasn't slept since. Just watched Solix bleed from his face until he died, except for not really. Blames himself for Gamzee going nuts because he wasn't feeling like he was paying enough attention to him. Feels responsible for
No, who's Gamzee?
the Juggalo.
No, who's Gamzee? Yo, can I when I come back to the stream? Can I read the dialogue of that character in the Gamzee voice?
In that voice that you're doing right now?
Yes, in this voice. I want to read the Gamzee dialogue in this voice. Because it sounds like Gamzee, but it's actually Gamzee.
What the fuck are you
okay?
talking about?
I don't even think Rev knows who the fuck Gamby is.
Oh, Gamby from like fucking Pee-wee's Playhouse? Yeah.
No, that's Jambi. You're thinking of Jambi.
Jambi. That was a really
Which
good
thing-
Tool song.
You know what? Jambi is a floating brain too. So yeah, why not? Same guy.
Yeah. Do you remember that Tool song?
Yeah, actually, I do remember that Tool song.
That was pretty
I-
legit.
Yeah, I think that wasn't that whole album kind of legit.
That whole album was pretty all right.
No. That had the fucking Learn to Swim song on it.
Did it?
I'm asking.
I don't
think it
remember.
did. That or I listened to both of those albums at the same time.
I don't remember.
Anyway,
Anyway.
you got more art?
Yeah. So this was continuation from HP Windows, trying to explain what the fuck was going on with Carcat on why he's like that.
Okay.
And basically, he's been severely traumatized, hasn't slept, and everything sucks ass for him. And that's the reason that he's like that, according to HP Windows, which is legit. So here's me saying, remember Mr. Bucket?
Oh, as sweet
Yeah.
Jabroni and Hello Rev. Yeah.
And then you're
Yeah.
saying, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I remember it. Wish I didn't. Scarred for life. Ruined my childhood.
Here is it again by Medi, but it's PogChamp.
It's fucking just PogChamp. Dude, that's so fucking great.
I feel like I should
that'd be a
edit
great
the.
emote.
Should I just
That'd be a
edit
great
the
emote.
the
Oh.
one I've got into that?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
maybe
you
not
should.
literally steal Medis, but like
Oh,
try and
you do
Photoshop
it.
them together.
Oh, do it. Yeah.
That might be good.
Yeah.
Thank you for the art. Here's one from What the Dude, who's just gone out of their way to make
Oh, fuck.
like Family Guy references to Danganronpa 3.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's because okay, hold up. There's this one
that's-
girl,
what was
and she's
Griffin
got
as-
like, she's
Mhm.
kind of got like the weird like Peter Griffin mouth,
Oh no.
and it's
Oh,
supposed to be like
no.
it's cute, but it's like
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh no. There's so much fucking Peter Griffin. Like there is so much Family Guy like in my life
I'm sorry.
lately. Like I can't escape Family Guy.
I feel
You
like the
know,
more you walk into a thing, the more you get of it.
I haven't watched the actual show Family Guy in like fucking 9 years. You know that?
Yeah, why the fuck
But
would you?
meanwhile, I'm fucking constantly surrounded by everything related to Family Guy. Everything is fucking Family Guy. Everything. Just I'm inundated with Family Guy.
Yeah, it's that, but Homestuck for me.
Family Stuck. Has anybody done that yet?
Don't do this, Mike.
We don't have Car Cat as fucking Peter Griffin. We didn't do that yet. Did we do that
No,
yet?
don't do this. I would not be surprised if it already exists.
Oh, Family Stuck. Family Stuck.
Peter Griffin, fucking sweet, and it's your 30th birthday.
God damn it. Oh, fucking goddamn it.
We got this one from Aesthetic Bagel from Danganronpa 3, where the main character. So in that game, in order to find little coins that you use on the slot machine, in order to get gifts that you give to the other characters, because it's kind of like a dating game, introduced in Danganronpa 3, you just sort of walk into the room and you can just knock shit over, and that's how you get coins. And so
it's like-
every single time you walk into a new room, the meta is to ignore whatever the crime scene is, whatever conversation's going on, just beat the shit out of everything. Just knock everything over, start slapping everything.
That's like most fucking games. Like think about Zelda, you know, like walking into somebody like a random person's house and destroying.
Yeah,
all
it's
their
just really
boxes and
jarring
rupees.
from a first-person perspective to have to do like a first-person shooter for the first second you enter a crime scene.
That is so fun. That really is like that. That's so bizarre. That's a visual novel.
It is. It's
So
really
you're saying
weird that they do
like, There's
that.
a fucking segment where it looks like an FPS just so you could like fucking break furniture.
Well, like
and
you
get
know how
coins.
like in I don't know, like Phoenix Wright or games like that, you gotta like move your mouse around and you click on things.
It's like that.
Instead of clicking on things, you can press space and slap things.
So you just smack a table, like walk into a room and like smack a table, smack a lamp,
Yeah. Here
and then you talk to people and nobody says anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is that?
That's so someone combined what Lord English looks like with what Elmo looks like.
Okay, so he's green.
Hence
Very-
why everyone wanted me to show you. He's got this like fucked up epilepsy warning coat.
Right. He's also
And-
got like pool balls, billiards balls for eyes.
Yeah, that's like because Scratch is like, it's again, Doc Scratch is another name for the devil, but also Scratch is a thing you do in pool when you miss the ball, right? You scratch.
Mm-hmm.
And then also he's made out of a cue ball, and that relates to how Vriska had an 8-ball.
Mhm.
It's like stupid inane shit that he comes up with, and then he's like, I've got to make that make sense later, and then it does.
Right. No, it's weird seeing like Hulk Elmo.
Yeah. Also, I found out Pepe Silva apparently is just I have not seen that episode of that show, but apparently it's just him not understanding that Pennsylvania is a thing.
I don't know. I thought Pepe Sylvia was a real person who was like in the office building.
No, pronounce Pepe Sylvia.
Pepe Sylvia,
No, pronounce Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. It's very possible, but
I
I
think
don't
that's it.
That might be the joke, but that's
That's been deconfirmed. Okay. I don't know
deconfirmed.
things.
Right. Well,
You know what I learned today?
what's that?
You know Rasputin?
Some kind of Russian guy.
Yeah, so basically like he was, as far as I understand the Rasputin lore, he's a real dude. He was like an
Yeah.
advisor. He was like and he had a thing with like the Queen of Russia, right? And so like everyone else tried to get him killed, but he kept like not dying. Like they kept trying to kill him and it just did not work.
Like their assassination attempts were failing.
Yeah, I mean they eventually got him. Anyway, have you heard the song Rah Rah Rasputin?
No.
Okay, it's like disco song. Can you look it up real quick while I'm telling you this?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, I
it
can
came
do
out
that.
in 1978.
The song for real?
I think that's right. It's like disco. The VOD will get you VOD muted. Thank you. Or the song will get you VOD muted. Yeah.
But he's not gonna play it.
I'm
gonna
not.
play it.
I'm telling Mike to listen to it because I know what it sounds like. So it's
What's
Russia's greatest love machine, right?
I'm listening to it. Seems like it could be rad.
Anyway, it's a really popular song, right? But his
Alright.
kid died in 1977, right? So
Meaning,
his grandchild would have been alive and like of the right age group to listen to that song and like listen to it on the radio and like enjoy it, right?
and say that's about my grandfather. Holy shit,
It's about my grandfather and how much he fucks.
it's fucked up.
It's weird, isn't it?
That is weird.
I was telling Tilda about that earlier, and you know what she said?
What?
She was like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
I knew it. I knew it. I was expecting you to say like she said, "Shut up, idiot," or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
but no.
because she
I
was
agree with
like
you.
she
That
assumed
is
that I
fucking
was
nuts.
working on something because like I was working on my computer and stuff, and then
Yeah.
she came over and she's like, "What's up?" And then I explained that she was just like, jokingly, because she loves me,
Mhm.
was like, "What's wrong with you?" I
She
saw
sees
that
you
on
sitting
Tumblr,
there, like,
Tumblr earlier when I was looking at something else that someone was saying to see like what their tags on something and I had posted was, and I went and looked it up, and that's true, as far as I
That's
can
so
find.
fucked.
I had to go research.
Because imagine there was a song that was like playing on the radio. It was like
And
the
it's
sound of
just
the summer.
about yeah,
And it's
and-
about your grandfather fucking.
yeah, how much of a sex machine he was.
That is a problem.
That's weird, isn't it?
I'd be unhappy with that. I'd be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd like that.
I read tags sometimes.
That would not be my favorite. This is going on about, I think we're over 3 hours of streaming now, and we've read
10 pages.
approximately 10 pages of Homestuck.
Yeah, right
10.
about.
10, and I think 6 of them had no text on them.
Yeah.
Can we think about that? Can we just like?
We
that
should
is-
probably
wow.
stop. Like, I should probably just like cut the stream right now.
Like I thought, like when I did things like this, that I took forever and was like annoying people because I wouldn't fucking like it's either it's like I'm not playing the game because I'm distracted, or I'm not reading the thing because I'm distracted, and I'm going off on tangents and people were getting annoyed. But I don't know. I think you beat me. Like you beat me out.
It
For,
is
like,
it
fucking
is
how
like
long
a
you take to do
consistent
shit.
thing that I do. I feel like I could have probably gotten at least twice as far in Homestuck if not
Yeah.
for my inane rambling and Bilbo posting.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? You didn't answer me the other night. Remember you rated me and I asked you a question and then you ducked out of the chat?
What
Before
did you ask?
All right, so
I'm I'm hovering my finger over the stop stream button. Let's just.
There's a woman in the UK who was absolutely convinced that she has a way to boost her immune system and make her completely immune to the coronavirus.
Go on.
She drinks smoothies that are made from cum. Now, if it was something that worked, would you do it if you knew like it 100% it was gonna prevent you from getting sick? Would you do it? And
Mike.
so your answer is last night somebody in chat wisely said that because you didn't answer, it was
I
actually
didn't even.
Tuesday night.
I went. I didn't even catch that. I was like, I gotta go. I want to go hang out with my wife. I just want to make sure that people come into this stream and watch my friend and enjoy my friend's content. And I find out this
because you didn't answer, somebody in the chat, and it sounded legit, that the default answer would be yes because
how is
you
the
didn't say
default
no.
answer to would you drink cum? Yes.
Because it's funnier. Because it's funnier that way. Someone in chat was like, "Well, he didn't answer, which means that his answer had to have been yes." And I was like, "Yeah, that checks out. That makes sense. Yeah, all right, yeah, let's go with that."
Why would you go with that? You know me.
But it is true. This woman is doing this, and we were like laughing at this last night. Again, not last night, the other night, and then it was like, damn, what if it worked? What if it actually fucking worked?
How do you get the FDA or whatever to like approve of that? Can we stop the stream?
You listen. It's your stream, man. You can stop it anytime you want.
I know I can.
You're the conductor on this train.
Give us
buddy.
an answer. Like the
don't
problem
have to
with
answer
it
that.
is
it's a joke question. You don't have to answer it, but
no. The problem with it is that like the virus is really bad. You know,
right?
It's like, would you eat dog shit in order to cure cancer?
It's the same. I mean, yeah, same thing. Whatever.
You know?
Well, no, I know.
It's like
it would be.
Is anyone live that I can raid?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think I would. I don't think I would. I think I would just take some vitamin C and just like fucking hope for the best,
I'll go raid. I'll go raid someone at random because it doesn't look like anyone's live. Mike is live. Mike is live. We could raid Mike.
Mike is not live. I don't. What are you talking about?
You're live right now.
My channel is not live. It's not.
Okay. Well,
should it be? You want me to?
No, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna raid someone in the art section because, like, give them some love.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I'll see you guys
Sounds
around.
good.
Thank you for watching.
Guys, have a great night. Thanks for coming, and thanks for having me, Rev. Rev, thank you for having me on here. This was fun.
Yeah, this is good. Thank you.
See you guys soon.
Later.